Good evening, one and all, and welcome to Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 664. 2 shows away from episode 666, and I can't say this strongly enough. Nothing interesting will happen during episode 666. Not that I'm against it, just because I lack the time, energy, and creativity to come up with anything interesting to do for episode 666. So please don't come expecting, like, demons to rise from the earth and, possessed babies to float around or anything. Nothing is going to happen. It's going to be a regular broadcast, nothing special. It's 2 weeks away and I have no idea what to do anyway. So just saying, bear that in mind. But here we are for Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 664. And I've had a wonderful week, a very productive week. I'm almost done with my lore video for the weekend, so that's definitely going to be ready on time. We had a great week of live streams, making huge progress in Mad Max. We are, over halfway done with Halo 2, I think. So a couple more streams of that, and having a blast doing so. I realized lots of new games. Ragnarok, I've been told God of War Ragnarok is coming out soon. But not for the PC, so we're not going to be tackling it until it comes out on the PC. Fallout 76, The Pit, will be out soon, and when it is out, I will definitely tackle it. Good to see everybody on Facebook today. Robin, Toby, Kyle, Matthew, Jared, Jaden, Jessica, Luke. And Robin, with a donation of stars, says, "Hi, love." Hey there, Robin. So good to see ya. Matthew Ryan says, "Hello, Ox." Hello to Matthew. "You just jinxed yourself with the baby, lol," says Matthew. Did I just jinx myself with the baby? I don't know. We'll see what happens, I guess. Tonight's shirt, by the way, look at this. Protect the people at a minute's notice. I'm really proud of this design. I don't know if you can tell or not, but the scene mimics the Minuteman logo. The 3 flares that you see here are the 3 stars. We've got a bolt of lightning, and then he's holding a bayoneted weapon. So the bolt of lightning is crossing the bayoneted weapon with the 3 flares. It mimics the Minuteman symbol. Yeah, so I've had that available on the shop for a while. It's available now. You can check it out. Comes in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes and in a wide array of colors. Hope you enjoy that one. If you're looking for a different kind of product or you can't find it in your size or color, just click on the related products section when you get to that page and you'll find a bunch of other stuff. Thanks, everybody, for waiting for me to go live today. The chat has been hopping. Good to see everybody. Steve Utley on YouTube says, "Ox, when are you going to play Outer Wilds? I've been playing it the last few days, and it seems like it'd be right up your alley. Highly recommended." Yeah, I've heard about the Outer Wilds. I've had it recommended to me a number of times, and everything I've seen about it does look really good, so maybe I'll tackle it someday. No Name says, "Chap goes to collect his pizza and asks if he wants it cut into 6 or 12 slices. 6, he says. I could never eat 12. Thank you for that one, No Name. First dad joke of the night. Adrian Parker says, "Hey, Ox, had a rough day today. Hopefully this takes my mind off of things. Hope all is well with you. Cheers to you, good sir." Cheers to you, Adrian. Sorry that your day has been rough. It's been a rough day for many people around the globe, as today was the day that Queen Elizabeth passed. Something that people had been expecting for quite some time due to her advanced age and the recent death of her husband. But yeah, that was the big news of the day, and so people around the world are mourning, and so we extend our I extend my sympathies to the royal family and everybody who has been mourning for her, for Queen Elizabeth. It'll be interesting to see how the monarchy evolves over in jolly old England, with now that they have a new king that they haven't had in a very long time. Alt Grendel says, hey, Ox, I invented silent tennis. It's like regular tennis, but without the racket. The racket. Oh, Alt Grendel, that's so good. Wonderful contribution. Ashamed Spork, a member for 4 months and a gold Ox, says, hey, Ox, thank you so much for all the lore, lives on demand, and Thursday night lives. Things have been really rough for me recently, and your videos have been the best distraction to help me survive. Ashamed Spork, we all have moments like that. Sometimes those moments are extended into months or even years, but distractions come in handy, and I'm glad to be one for you tonight. And I'm glad you're on the program today. Matthew Ryan says, look at them shirts. It's almost like he created them to sell. I know. It's almost like I'm trying to make a profit here. No, I'm pretty pleased with this design. I have worked with a number of really talented artists over the years to produce all of my shirt designs, but the one thing they all have in common is that I sat down and thought about all of those designs and came up with the ideas and described them and worked on iteration after iteration until we got a design that we liked. Fran Green with a donation of stars on Facebook says, at the party, everyone begged Sam not to sing. However, Sam sung anyway. Sorry, Ox, I couldn't resist sharing. Thank you, Fran Green. A Samsung joke of all things. Love it, Fran. Dewey Bustle became a silver Ox. Thank you, Dewey Bustle. Rachel says, how do Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head resolve their arguments? They hash it out. They hash their potato heads and they hash it out. Rachel, oh my God. You make me want breakfast, Rachel. A hash brown joke this late at night. Julian Z says, hi, Ox. So good to see you on the Scotch and Smoke Rings. Hope you're well. Did you hear that the expansion for Cyberpunk will be the only expansion for the game? What? No, I didn't hear that. That's the only one? There's only one expansion. Really? I'm going to have to look that up. That seems... They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't wait 2 years to publish their first expansion that they're charging for, by the way, and then say, yeah, by the way, that's it. We're done. No more Cyberpunk after this. They wouldn't do that. Tell me they didn't do that. Sagacity says, regarding the game, someone in the chat theorized the curator might be Death. Last week, the curator said he met Shakespeare and that he meets everyone once, so the theory might be right. It's a great theory, but it makes you wonder if the curator is Death, who does he report to? Because remember, he also said that he got in trouble for giving us a really good clue in Man of Medan. And he said he wouldn't be doing that again in this game. Who got him in trouble? If he's Death, who's his boss? Interesting question. Felicity Elamani became a Silver Ox. Thank you, Felicity. Sparrow says, just wanted to say rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II. GB, Great Britain. Yeah, rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth. And condolences to everybody whose lives she touched. TSW 555 says, Seahawks, that's, would you say, if you had, that's what you would say if you had something planned for episode 666. So now I'm both eager to see what was planned and also confused. Been waiting all week for the game tonight. Love you, Ox. Thank you, TSW. The game tonight's going to be great. But listen, I don't do bluffs. I'm not pulling a fast one. I absolutely don't have anything planned for episode 666. And it's the same thing about that Amazon show, the Fallout Amazon show. You guys keep on suggesting that I'm somehow involved, and I'm not involved. I can't say it in any plainer language than I am not involved in the Amazon show. And I'm going to do the same thing about episode 666. I don't have time to come up with a clever idea. The nothing special is going to go on. I don't even think I'm going to be able to put a color filter over the camera so that we can have a crimson red episode. I'll probably just do what I'm doing now, right? Just sit in front of the camera and, just chat with you guys. Is that okay? Can we just chat on episode 666? Instead of have something infernal going on. So I'm telling you, I'm not trying to pull a quick one. I don't have anything up my sleeve. I'm just not doing anything special for episode 666. Keka's channel says, "Hey Ox, do you eat oxtails? Lol. I had oxtail soup once, and I couldn't recommend it. Maybe I just had a bad batch or something, but it wasn't very... Phil says, thoughts on the introduction of the Flood in Halo CE? I mean, yeah, it was great. I knew that something was happening. They were definitely building up to something horrible. So I kind of walked in with this expectation of something crazy. But then when we essentially found space zombies, I was like, okay, that was a good build up to the introduction there. No Name says, I lost my restaurant job because I couldn't slice the condiments properly. I just didn't cut the mustard. I mean, now that you mention it, it is a really weird saying. I wonder what the etymology is on the phrase cut the mustard. Because clearly mustard doesn't need to be cut, which is why the joke is funny. And yet that phrase still exists. So at some point in time, did mustard need to be cut? Historically, was mustard like a butter substance? Did it have a butter-like consistency? I don't know here. I'm just spitballing. Vince M. gifted 1 Oxhorn membership to the community. Thank you, Vince. And congratulations to Cryptids, etc. for snagging that membership from Vince. Jocelyn Ryan says, here's a little known fact. Captain Hook bought his hook from a secondhand store. Cheers, Ox, she says, so happy that my Stinkin' Wolves shirt showed up already. I'm glad you got it, Jocelyn. I hope the print quality was excellent. I know mine was. I was really thrilled with it. Captain Hook bought his hook from a secondhand store. Just not feeling it there, Jocelyn. It's too late at night for something that, wow. Jillian Z says, also, Ox, have you glanced at the new Lord of the Rings series? I've heard mixed things about it, and as much as I would like to see an Ox rant, I also don't want to be too sad if they mishandled your beloved IP. I haven't seen it, and I'm really frustrated because before I knew anything about it, I was really concerned that they were going to clumsily lumber through Tolkien lore. And I pretty much, I think that's what happened, essentially. But the only news I'm hearing about it on social media these days is how other people are criticizing the show for actually casting black people and minorities as elves and hobbits. Which, of course, is fine for them to do. And any criticism of that is stupid. So I kind of want to see it just because I've been a Tolkien fan my entire life. I'm anxious about seeing it because I don't want them to stumble through the lore. And now I'm incensed that there's this entire subculture of people who are going to actually use Tolkien to be racist. What? How can you use Tolkien to be racist? Tolkien was literally writing a fantasy series about many diverse cultures coming together to defeat a great evil. How can you be racist, like, if you're a Tolkien fan? So that's also heartbreaking. And I don't want the TV series to make that the identity, right? Like, I'm cool with there being any sorts of people as hobbits and elves in Middle-earth. Any race, any orientation, they can all be whatever they want to in a fantasy world, right? That's totally fine. And I don't want the conversation about this show to be about that. I want it to be about whether or not they did a good job telling Tolkien's stories, making this new story true to the universe. That's what it should be about, not about the skin color of the person they cast as a hobbit. How stupid is that we're making it about that now? This is 2022, and this is the conversation we're having? I don't understand it. And it pisses me off. Okay, where was I? Heather Bushik with a sticker tip. Thank you very much, Heather Bushik. Michael Yang says, do you want a definite answer on who dropped the bombs first in Fallout, or keep it a mystery? Also, whatever happened to the suspenders? I don't want that answer. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm on the fence. My gut is that I don't want it to be answered, because the mystery about who dropped the bombs is just maintained throughout every game. And it definitely shouldn't be revealed in a TV show. If it's ever going to be revealed, it needs to be revealed in a game, because I'm not going to have some TV show come out and, pull the rug out of the Fallout universe and start revealing all of the Fallout universe's secrets in the TV show. That's bullcrap. No. If you're going to reveal a Fallout universe secret, you do it in a game. So I prefer that they don't do it. But if they do it in a way that's clever and creative and true to the universe, then I guess I could be okay with that. The suspenders, I still wear them. I got them on under my shirt here, but I didn't want it to get in the way of the design. Greg Williams says, I only get sick on weekdays. I must have a weakened immune system. A weekend immune system. Oh, and I will totally pay for you to play Fallout London. Maybe I will someday. I've got so many other games that I'm playing, so much other canonical lore that I'm working on right now that I'm not really doing mods, but perhaps I will in the future. The Fat Gamer says, hey Ox, you should play Subnautica. It's full of lore. Every animal can be scanned for information, and nearly every plant, now that the game is finished. I should revisit Subnautica. I haven't played it for many years. I used to play it a lot with my kids, and yeah, I should probably revisit. Julian Z says, Ox, they didn't say no more Cyberpunk, but they did say no more expansions in the game. They want to focus the IP elsewhere, like TV shows and maybe other games later. I don't know. That's frustrating, but I mean, it is what it is. They had a disastrous launch. I suppose they could have just threw their arms up and walked away and not fixed the bugs and not released a DLC. They spent 2 years fixing bugs and working on a DLC. And if they want to walk away after that, I suppose they can. I think I'm not alone by feeling that there should have been more. And perhaps there would have been more had there not been so many bugs at the beginning of the game. Had it not been such an awful launch, perhaps there would have been more. Perhaps we would have gotten 3 or 4 or 5 DLCs from it, which I think many people would have wanted in that little universe. But we're only getting 1. I kind of feel like we're being punished for something we didn't do as players. Anyway. Greg Williams says, also, I have time off for the 666th episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. You can't take off time. You can't take time off work. It's not going to be special, guys. It's going to be a normal episode of the show. I'm not having any cameos of famous people. There's nothing special going on. We're not going to be visited by the undead. It's going to be a normal episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. So please don't take time off work, right? Just don't. You can always watch the replay live, right? Or you watch the replay on YouTube, even if you're not watching live. Jennifer Brotherton says, suggesting the game Harvester for Sucker for Love. Oh, the game Harvester or the game Sucker for Love. I don't believe I've heard of these. Harvester. Published in 1996. Wow. I mean, that would be one of the oldest games I would have ever played if I actually play it. What is this? Oh, it's got recorded TV elements. All right. I mean, it looks interesting. Part of me is interested just for the nostalgia factor. And what was the other one? Sucker for Love? Sucker for Love. Is this another, like, old game? What are you doing? What? Do you really want to make it so that I stop Googling the games you guys recommend? Because if you want that reality, keep doing this. Keep sending me to Japanimation games. These anime games with scantily clad characters and big... Is that a bat girl with a squid mouth? What is wrong with people? And she shouldn't be in clothing that tight for a squid-mouthed bat girl. Come on. Why you gotta do this to me? I'm not into this kind of thing. I don't want to see this. You know I'm not going to play this live on camera. So you're just trolling me is what you're doing. I'm going to have to stop reading the names of the games you guys recommend. Because this is what you're going to do. You're going to put me into some sort of anime Call of Cthulhu, sexual fantasy game. Which I'm just, no. Sucker for love. I get it now, right? Because it's like octopus suckers. No Name says, episode 666, Oxhorn uses assisted mode. It's not going to happen. I don't need it. Thank you, No Name. Jocelyn Ryan says, Oxhorn's plan for episode 666 will be shown to chat after his long-awaited prop shows up. It'll shortly be followed by the Cole Phelps video. These are all things that are mythical, right? But the prop really is on the way. I mean, it's been on the way for 2 years, but it's coming. The Cole Phelps video, I don't think I'll ever do. Like, at this point, I'm probably not going to do that one. Alt Grendel says, I'm not saying the name of that game, Alt Grendel. Making me Google these awful, awful games. Okay, I can't say awful, awful. I haven't played it, and I'm not going to judge it based on the big-boobed bat squid-mouthed girl, right? I'm not going to judge a book by its cover. Maybe it's amazing. Maybe there is rich narrative with compelling characters in a really thoughtful universe. Maybe, but I'm just not interested enough in playing it to find out. Young Child Support wants more sacrifice. I'm not playing that game, you guys. Why you reckon? You know it. You know I'm not doing it. Necro says, hey, Ox, I was just doodling and saw you go live. Can't wait to see how you progress. Thank you very much. We'll see. I managed to get pretty far without killing any of the characters. We'll see how far I can get. No Name says, I don't like elves or hobbits. I always have to look down on them. You know, a Tolkien elf, this is my actually moment. Actually. A Tolkien elf isn't short, No Name, right? I understand that, like, Santa's elves are short, so you can look down on a Santa. But Tolkien's elves are tall. They're tall with pointy ears. You know, they're the typical fantasy elf. We get the high fantasy Blizzard Entertainment style elf, the D&D Dungeons and Dragons style elf from Tolkien. He really took the elf out of, fantasy folklore as tiny little creatures and made them these tall, slender creatures that we think about in fantasy. So I get the joke, but not for Tolkien. Toxic Sean says, hey, Oxhorn, it's Friday here in Australia. When I finish work, it will be burger time while I watch the stream. Loving this interesting game. Cheers, mate. Cheers, Toxic Sean. Thank you for watching. Jocelyn Ryan says, the mystery of who dropped the bomb will be revealed in the Fallout anime or manga series. God, no. I don't. If it ever turns into a manga series, I don't think I can be a fan anymore. As much as I love the Fallout universe, if they turn it into a manga series, I might have to step away. I'll pick something else. I don't think I could do a Fallout anime. Not my thing. Julian Z says, Ox, from what I've seen, most critiques are not on the race of the character, but the actors themselves and how they are playing the character, and as a defense, they are attributing a racist motive to critiques. So I don't know about the critiques that you've seen. I haven't delved deep into actual published criticism from film critics about the Lord of the Rings series. I have, unfortunately, by chance, seen a lot of people on Twitter and TikTok leaving patently racist messages about the casting of certain hobbits and elves and other fantasy creatures in Tolkien's universe. And their argument is, well, there was never a black hobbit in The Hobbit, and so we think that it's not being true to the universe, and the hobbits were really supposed to represent England and English people, and at the time there were no black people in England, so this is really, it's breaking my immersion in the world, which of course is ridiculous, because if you even read the books, Tolkien describes many hobbits as having dark skin. He did not say that hobbits were only light-skinned. right? He said some of them had darker skin. I don't know about elves, to be honest. I don't know about elves. But I don't think he went out of his way to say the elves are only white. And if he doesn't do that, which he wouldn't do, because his entire universe is about diverse cultures coming together to defeat a great evil, then of course there's room for there to be people of all races and colors as hobbits and elves and dwarves and whatever, right? So unfortunately, and this is the problem, Julian, because I don't want to stray away from the actual acting of the characters and the actual story. Criticism should be about that, right? But what I have personally with my own eyes seen a lot of criticism that's just that they cast a black person as this character. And that's racist. And that's stupid. And of course you can cast a black person as an elf or a dwarf. Because it's 2022, for crying out loud. And it wouldn't be something that Tolkien would be against. But that aside, when it comes to the actual story of the new series, I don't know anything about it. And I haven't chanced upon any criticism about the story, so I can't provide any of my own. Toxic Sean says, been enjoying all the games lately, loving Mad Max, and this weekend will order a few t-shirts. Very cool designs, and have a great night, buddy. Thank you, Toxic Sean. Lots more cool designs coming. Moonwolf Hunter became a Bronze Ox. Thank you very much, Moonwolf Hunter. Steel 101 says, Oxhorn, what is going on? I don't know. I'm responding to comments and drinking scotch and smoking cigars like I always do, and I'm glad you made it to the program. Rachel says, I know what the answer will be, but I'll ask anyway. Any chance you'll play the new Hogwarts Legacy game? No. I mean, I will never say no to everything without looking at it first. So maybe I'll have to look at it at some point and then say no. But no, probably not. I'm just not a big Harry Potter fan. I realize that I guess I'm kind of in my own little niche. And there's just this little niche of things that I like. And I don't like Harry Potter, and I don't like manga and anime and JRPGs. And I'm kind of done with fantasy. There are some fantasy games I like, but I'm more or less kind of done with fantasy. So I'm kind of in my little niche. And I don't really want to step out of my little niche. Le Grey Far Away says an Oxhorn Outer Wilds playthrough would be absolutely wild, especially with your love of piecing a story together. Thank you, Le Grey Far Away. Nick says, Ox, you at least have to dress up in a costume bought or crafted for episode 66. No, I don't. I do not have to dress up in a costume, and I won't. And I'm saying that now. I will not dress up for this. I don't cosplay in real life. I've never, had an interest to cosplay. I have great admiration for those who create their own costumes and cosplay. It's just not a passion of mine, and I'm not going to be doing it for the broadcast. I am not going to be wearing red devil horns or anything. What would I cosplay as? A demon? It's not happening. Robin with googly eyes on Facebook says, that's right, Ox, talk Tolkien to me. It's been a while since I really geeked out on Tolkien lore. I've moved on to other things, but I used to be a big Tolkien fan. Rachel says, shouldn't the female dwarves have beards? They absolutely should. Tolkien went out of his way to say that female dwarves, some of them had beards. Not all of them, but some of them did. So, do they show off dwarf women in the new Lord of the Rings series? It's called The Rings of Power, isn't it? Do they show off dwarf women? And do they have beards? They should. Tolkien said they did. Mike Bruner says, started your Red Dead Redemption 2 series. I can't stop watching it. It's a really great game. It is. It's one of the best I have ever played. Kit Cowling says nothing about Tolkien's source material explicitly precludes a black elf from existing. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, even if Tolkien didn't go out of his way to say there are black dwarves and white dwarves and brown dwarves and black elves and white elves and brown elves, even if he didn't specifically say that, if he didn't specifically say that there aren't black elves, then it doesn't preclude them from existing. So if they do exist, there's nothing lore breaking about that. And so we shouldn't be having a cow about this topic. We really shouldn't. Mo6994 says, you think gas and electric prices are expensive? Have you seen chimneys? They're through the roof. Oh, God, they are. You are literally right about that. They are through the roof. Julian Z says, Ox, have you read any Potter books or seen the movies? I never read a Harry Potter book. When I was in college, some of the movies were coming out, and I went with some friends to see one or two movies. I think I saw the first one, the second one, and the third one. And then, I lost interest, and they lost interest. I never finished the series. So, no, I'm not sure how it all ends up. Cloud Biggs says, ever thought about giving Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor a try? It's kind of like an Assassin's Creed game set in Middle-earth. It's really good. I've heard wonderful things about that game. My kind of rule of thumb has been to not play any Tolkien-related games because I feel like I have this close personal relationship with Tolkien's world because reading a book is kind of an intimate thing. It's you in the book in the silence of your bedroom as a kid or something, and you're allowing this author to pull you into his world and show you all of the nooks and crannies and give you this guided tour, and you sort of develop a vision of it and your own personal relationship with it, and you can start to hold that to be really dear. And that's kind of the way it was for me. Tolkien was such a huge part of my childhood growing up, and he caused me, he and C.S. Lewis were the ones who caused me to have a great love of mythology and history and lore, which I carried on with me into my college years, which is why I studied history and ancient languages, and I had a great time with that. So from that perspective, I like where it is in my mind. I've got that part of my life and my experience of Tolkien in my past, and I like it there. And I can always go back to that and reference it and pull something out when I need it. To have that muddled up with a video game, I don't know if I want to do that. And yet, I said the same thing about Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings trilogy before it came out. To my friends, I was like, I don't know if I want to see it because I've already read the books and I know what they look like in the books. But he did such a great job with the trilogy, despite leaving out Bombadil, but he kind of needed to do that. Anyway, whatever. He did such a great job with the trilogy that I'm glad I watched it. And maybe it would be the same for me to play Middle-earth. Shadow of Mordor. So I don't know. We'll see. Justin became a Silver Ox. Thank you very much, Justin. Steel 101 says, I was asking about the whole squid face anime thing that you were talking about earlier. What on earth did you look up? It sounded terrible. I don't remember. Somebody told me to type it in, and it was something about sucker love or something. Yeah, it turns out it's a freaking anime porn game. Who would have guessed with a name like Sucker Love? Jeez. Rachel says, if we want to all agree on an abomination of a book-to-film adaptation, the Aragon movie. Yeah, I heard horrible things, but I never read the book and I never watched the movie. I had a friend when I was younger who loved the book and was really disappointed by the movie, but that's my only interaction with it. Tilly says, I've been rewatching one of my favorite games and gameplays of yours, Whispers Soma. I love seeing your reaction to things unfold. It's still so good. Yeah, Soma was a great game. What a little gem that was. No Name says, a few people were mean to me about choosing to wear mittens instead of gloves, but I don't like to point fingers. Oh, I really like that one, No Name. That's a classic. Love it. Robin on Facebook says, I will say that Outer Wilds doesn't look like a game you would play, but it does feel like a game you would play. Huh. That's interesting. Maybe I'll have to try a demo of it to see if it's something I would like. Jared says, at least wear the T-51B helmet like Off-Duty Brotherhood of Steel. I'm Brotherhood of Steel, but I'm off duty. Enjoying some cigars. But that's the thing. I can't wear too much on my head or else I can't smoke cigars. Kyle Warfield says Resident Evil 1 Remake. Gameplay plus graphics equals Tormented Souls. Its villain is involved in Resident Evil 3.5, 4, 5, 6 plus. They hired Ada in 2. Interesting. Okay, maybe I will tackle the Resident Evil 1 remake at some point. Robin, with a donation of stars, says, yes, 100% agree with reading and world building. Thank you, Robin. Glad I'm not the only one. Kyle Warfield says, I'm sorry and I apologize mean the same thing, except at a funeral. Okay, I guess I see where you're going with that. Thank you, Kyle. Jocelyn Ryan says he's judging the book by its cover regarding Sucker for Love. Tisk tisk. Look, if the cover looked like Sucker for Love's cover, yeah, you would. I mean, I admit I am judging a book by its cover, but the cover is that. The cover is a tentacled, bat waifu with huge boobs. So why? Of course, that's going to give me some ideas about what the game is about. And I'm judging it. But maybe it's great. Maybe it's got some amazing world building. I don't know. Urara says, hey, Ox, question. What kind of bird writes? Answer, a penguin. Penguin. Get it? Because... oh, God. Urara, just brilliant. Brilliant, Urara. Thank you so much. A penguin. Kind of bird writes a penguin. That's great. Thanks. Ugh. I hurt. Gantro Dim says, I'd like to suggest The Forgotten City as a game for you. You may like it as an RPG with Roman, Greek, Sumerian, and Egyptian lore mixed into the story. The Forgotten City. Let's take a look here. Forgotten City game. Oh, yeah, I've had this recommended before. Published last year, 2021. And the trailer looks really interesting. A narrative-driven time loop adventure in ancient Rome. Awesome. Thank you for that. I'll have to check it out later. Vince M says, hey, Ox, hope your evening is going well. Question, once I become a game designer and work on my first game, can I make you into an NPC? Cheers. Yeah, you've got my permission. You can turn me into an NPC in your game. You're more than welcome to. Okay, let's take a look at the time. We got about 20 minutes before the game starts, so if you've got your questions, time to get them in now. I'm drinking some Glenfiddich, 15 years old tonight. It's really smooth. And of course, we've got the rum and coke. Good old Kraken rum. No Name says, a friend of mine used to install kitchen work surfaces, but he was arrested for counterfeiting. Counterfeiting kitchen work surfaces. All right, these play on words are great. Oh, thank you for that one, No Name. Wormy says, already been stuck with me as a member for a year. Wormy, we love having you here. Of course, it's great to have you here for as long as you've been here. Courtney Zaya says, Oxhorn, what are you going to play after Mad Max? I don't know. I do know that viewers have been saying that Uncharted is really good when it gets to the PC. I want to play Ragnarok when it gets to the PC. I want to play Forbidden West when it gets to the PC. There are just so many things I want to do. I think I'm kind of done with Far Cry. You know, I went through Far Cry 5 and, you know, I went through all of the DLCs and it was okay. It didn't have the depth that I really wanted, and the world, it was all right. Like, it was really funny. It had moments of hilarity. And the story was decent and compelling, definitely compelling at times. But it didn't really feel like a real world to me. It just sort of felt like a playground. And those kind of games, they lose my interest pretty quick. So I don't know if I'm going to get back into another Far Cry game. I'm tempted to do Assassin's Creed Valhalla because I did enjoy Odyssey, even though it was really long. Yeah, I have so many options. I just don't know what I'm going to do. But the good news is that we've got quite a lot of Mad Max ahead of us. Rachel says, have you made a decision about when to play Fallout Excursions? You should bump your Wednesday game. This suggestion isn't influenced by the fact that I have Wednesday off. I haven't made a decision, no. When do Excursions come out? With the Pit, right? When the Pit comes out, when it's live, I'll definitely play it. And it might be on Wednesdays. Who knows? Carpy says, happy Thursday, Ox and the gang. Here's a corny joke. I used to work in a shoe recycling shop. It was soul destroying. S-O-L-E, the sole of a shoe, soul destroying. Loving it. Great Carpy, another winner. Robin, with a donation of stars on Facebook, says, I don't know if you have, but would you do a settlement build tour of your camp in Fallout 76? I actually have, and it's on my YouTube channel. Just Google Oxhorn's camp in Fallout 76, and you can see my full tour. It's changed a little bit since then, but really only by adding a few decorations. That's about it. Steel 101 says, one big difference between men and women is that if a woman says, smell this, it usually smells nice. I mean, that is the difference between men and women. I'll give you that one. And then he says, I recommend the Hobbit movies. They are amazing. Yeah, I never watched the Hobbit movies because I remember reading reviews at the time that Peter Jackson added a lot of fluff. Like, he took a book that should really have been one movie and, you know, turned it into three different movies. And he took, with the Lord of the Rings trilogy, he took 3 books to produce 3 movies. Makes sense. So I'm not really interested in Peter Jackson's creative story interpretation of The Hobbit. I would rather have watched a movie that was The Hobbit. So I've never watched it, and maybe I will someday, but I haven't seen it yet. Cleansed in Fire says, what does a sprinter eat before a race? Nothing. They fast. Also, don't know if you're much of a cook, but are there any dishes you like to make? I am not much of a cook. I can do frozen waffles, yeah. Canned beans every now and then. Tell you what, when I really want to get fancy, I'll make like taco beef. Because that's just beef with taco seasoning. Pretty easy taco beef. I can make a good coffee. And I can make a good scotch. It's ice and scotch. Mal says, hey there, Ox. Hope this one is okay. What did the ghost mom find on her ghost son's computer? Boobies. Thank you, Mal. That's an oldie but a goodie. Love it. Ghost Boner says, why is a raven like a writing desk? Edgar Allan Poe wrote on both. Okay, Edgar Allan Poe wrote on a writing desk. Edgar Allan Poe wrote on a raven. He wrote the raven, but he didn't write on a raven. I don't know if it works, Ghost Boner. But thank you anyway. Jared Shover says, having black elves sounds like a political to our world problems. A political to our world problems? What? What? No, it's... I don't understand why you would think that, because nowhere does Tolkien ever explicitly say that elves are white. At least I don't think so. I think I can recall him describing certain elves, like Galadriel, and describing their skin color and how luminous they are and stuff like that. But I don't think there's a part, correct me if I'm wrong, in The Lord of the Rings or The Silmarillion or anywhere else where he explicitly said all elves are white. There are no black elves. I don't think that ever happened. And if that never happened, then it doesn't preclude elves from being any race, having any skin color, right? Therefore, if that's the case, any criticism of him doing that stems from something that is untoward. Kate says, tired after my first week of grad school. Good to see you. So sorry that your first week of grad school was as difficult as it was, but I'm glad you made it through and that you came by to say hi. Good to see you as well, Kate. I'm getting ash all over myself. No Name says, speaking of elves, underpants gnomes. Underpants gnomes. That's a South Park reference, isn't it? All right. 3 Profit. Alt Grendel says, when Chuck Norris plays Monopoly, it affects the world economy. A good old Chuck Norris joke. Haven't heard one of those in a while. Weird Beard says, so what you're saying is your kids are surviving... So what you're saying is your kids are surviving off of ground beef and scotch? Now that's going to put some hair on their chest growing up. No. I don't cook for my children. When I did cook for my children, I did TV dinners a lot. But then I learned how to make things like mac and cheese and baked chicken and pizzas. But I no longer cook for my children. My children get home-cooked meals from someone who's an actual good cook. So, yeah. Timberjack became a bronze ox. Thank you very much, Timberjack. Craig Euler says you have your own personal cook. I mean, kind of. So I employ a nanny to help with the children when they're not in school while I have to work. And part of her duties is to cook meals for the kids. So, yeah. I don't know if that means personal chef, but I guess so. Jessica says, so everyone's going to have waffles at Oxhorn? Yeah, Oxhorn's. Tell you what, if I ever do a meet and greet in the Seattle area, we're definitely having waffles at my place. I can make waffles like a madman. I am so good at waffles. Timberjack says, hi Ox, don't get to watch you live much due to work. Just wanted to thank you for getting me through tough times with your lore videos. No worries, Timberjack. Thank you so much for coming by and letting me know. Tough times are hard. We've all been there, and thankfully time cures most ills. But it's just good to have you on the program today. No Name says, the nanny better make dino nuggies. I have a rule in this house. There is no chicken allowed in this house that's in the shape of another animal. I won't even allow chicken that's in the shape of a chicken. Right? Like a cutout of a rooster made with chicken. Sorry, no. No chicken in the shape of another animal is what I'm going to say. When it comes to chicken, just a good old breaded chicken breast. I tell you what, those Costco chicken breasts are amazing. The chicken strips, the breaded chicken strips, so easy. Pop them in the oven for, 20 minutes or something. 350 degrees. Some of the best chicken strips I've ever had. Even I can do it, and I'm not a cook. Cloud Big says, no chicken nuggets, you monster. I know, I'm depriving my kids. No dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets. It's a house rule. What can I say? No dino nuggies. Hate to disappoint. No dino nuggies. They have never experienced the love of dino nuggies. Oh no. Cliff Sane says, I'm failing my kids then. No, I'm not judging parents who do. If you want to feed your kids dino nuggies, feed your kids dino nuggies. I don't care. Just in my house, no chicken in the shape of other animals. That's all I'm going to say. That's all. That's it. It's my personal rule in the Oxhorn house. You want to feed your kids dino nuggies, there is no shame in it. Do it and be proud of it. Oh, no. Steel 101 says, it's pretty funny when some fans get completely furious when I say that I love Fallout 3, New Vegas 4, and 76. They want me to worship New Vegas, but hate the others, lol. Yeah, thankfully, it's a minority of Fallout players who believe that. The problem is that they are a very vocal minority, and they like to make their own YouTube videos. But the majority of Fallout players, like many different Fallouts, have a diverse appreciation for the Fallout universe. I think there's this unspoken rule that some people have where they feel like even though Interplay fumbled the ball when it came to the Fallout universe and ended up selling it to Bethesda because they mismanaged their own various IPs. I mean, they're the ones who published Fallout Tactics. They're the ones who published Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. That had nothing to do with Bethesda. But I think there's like this unspoken agreement from certain Fallout fans that say, even though Bethesda bought the universe, they didn't have a right to it. And anything that they publish in the Fallout universe isn't legitimate. The only stories that can be told in the Fallout universe are the stories created by the original developers of Fallout. And this paves the way for New Vegas, because even though Fallout New Vegas was made in an engine created by Bethesda, which they used for creating Fallout 3, even though it used art assets that were made by Bethesda, even though it used concepts like a wrist-mounted Pip-Boy that was developed by Bethesda, even though it did all of that clearly came from Bethesda because it had a few people on staff that were involved in the previous Interplay Fallouts, it gets a pass. Okay, well, New Vegas it's an exception because it's a great game, and it is a great game. I mean, there's no argument. It's an amazing game. It's a great game, and it was developed by the original Fallout developers. Therefore, it is on a pedestal, and we will worship at the idol to Fallout New Vegas. There is no other Fallout game but New Vegas. And I love the Legion, by the way. The Legion is the most realistic depiction of a faction in the Fallout universe. Because if there really was a real wasteland, the Legion would win. The Legion, it would be like the Legion. So yeah, there are some people like that, and I think it stems from this error in reasoning where they think that Only the people who originally developed the first idea of the Fallout universe therefore have the moral right to continue stories in that universe. And I disagree with that presumption. Jocelyn Bryan says, no chicken dino nuggets. Is it the plant-based simul nuggets? I also don't do, there's no simulated meat in the Oxhorn household. No meat that was really from mushrooms or anything like that. Now, if it's meat, it's meat. And it looks like meat that was cut off of an animal, not meat that was molded into an animal. Or vegetables that were molded into what might have been cut from an animal. It's just meat is meat and vegetables are vegetables in the Oxhorn household. That's all. Not that I'm judging anyone else. If you like yourself a mushroom burger, go for it. It's an impossible burger. I love it. I love that you love it, is what I'm saying. If you love it, then I love it. I love that you love it. I don't love it, and impossible or not, but I love your love for it, is what I'll say. Gontro Dim says, so Dino Nuggets equals Chinese power armor? Maybe when it comes to kids' food, sure. Jillian Z says, Ox, come on. There has to be a story behind that no chicken shaped like another animal. What? As a child, were you attacked by a chicken shaped like another animal? I don't feel like this really has to be that deep of an explanation. Am I the only one who's unnerved by one animal in the shape of another animal? Like, what if we sat down to have a pork chop at a fancy restaurant? You order the pork chop on the menu and it comes in the shape of a cow. It's got udders and everything. Would that not freak you out a little bit? I would be freaked out. If I'm ordering a pork chop, I want a pork chop, right? If I go and I order filet mignon and it comes out in the shape of a piggy with a curly tail, what is this? No, I'm not buying that. I don't want to. It's weird. So I don't want chicken nuggets in the shape of dinosaurs. If anything, it would make sense for chicken nuggets to be in the shape of a chicken. Even though I dislike that, at least I can understand it. But dinosaurs? What are we teaching our kids, that we're feeding them dinosaurs now? No. It's an affront to science and humanity. But hey, if you like it, you do you. I'm not judging. It's great. It's all great. Adam M says, shall the Legion be with you and also with you? Not a fan, as I made clear in my 45-minute long video, why the Legion is doomed to fail. Mal says, Soylent Green is people. Soylent Green is people. Steel 101 says, wait, people actually defend the Legion? Dude, why? Yeah, there are people who defend the Legion with a straight face. And, you know, despite the kidnappings and the rapes and the murder and everything that they do, their argument for defending the Legion is that, well, in a wasteland where society has fallen, the ruthless will prevail. Therefore, it's just and good to be as ruthless as you can be for the sake of survival. Therefore, from an evolutionary perspective, survival of the fittest and all of that, the more ruthless and awful and evil that you are in order to maintain your dominance, the better you are. So they think that the Legion is a more realistic faction, right? What they fail to realize is that civilizations fall and civilizations rise. Yes, civilizations fall, but there are always more civilizations that rise from the ashes of other civilizations. Just because civilization falls once doesn't mean that civilization is now gone forever. And everything after the fall of democratic civilization is going to be totalitarian, authoritarian, or, tribal in nature with war and atrocities everywhere you look. I think that's unrealistic, especially after we've had how many thousands of human history, how many thousands of years of human history that has built upon itself? Even if the entire world were to collapse today, we wouldn't suddenly lose the memory of nuclear power, right? We might lose the ability to make it, but we wouldn't lose the textbooks that explain it, or the videos that explain it. We'd be able to, at some point, pick up where we left off and figure it out again. But the entire idea that, okay, all of the nukes in the world are detonated and civilization has been destroyed and we're starting at square one, I don't think that's realistic, right? Jocelyn Ryan says, next episode exposed. Pink paste is the daily menu. Yeah, not a big fan of pink paste either. One of the grossest things in Fallout 4. Robin says, no, I feel attacked. Dino nuggies are special treat in my house. My autistic son only eats frozen nuggets. Robin, don't listen to me. I'm not talking about you and your lifestyle. Like, if you have an autistic son and the only way you can get him to eat his protein is with dinosaur-shaped nuggets, by all means, do not apologize for that. There is no shame in that. I am not talking about you at all. I'm kind of just riffing. In my house, I don't have dino nuggies, right? That's it. That's all I'm saying. Gontro Dim says, Sisty dino nuggets? Oh. Just no. KT Beaverhausen says, I just assume you're a great dad, Oxlol. My dad had to drop everything to raise my sister and I. Much love to single parents. TGI Thursdays. Thank you, KT Beaverhausen. That's extremely kind. I'm really grateful that I'm in a position where I can get in front of this camera almost every day and still publish my videos, and still I'm there in the house to be there for my kids. I'm very fortunate indeed. All right. Well, with those rants out of the way, it's time to start the game. Julian Z says, Ox, does your mind really... Ugh, meat shaped like another animal? Madness. Insanity. What is society coming to? Instead of just, yay, it's fun shapes. Yeah. I'm not a yay, it's fun shapes kind of guy. I mean, if you are, that's cool. And I'm more power to you. If you are easily humored by a steak in the shape of a pig with a squiggly tail, then great. I'm sure you will love life, Julian. But I don't look at meat and go, yay, fun shapes. That's just not my thing. Okay, let's get the lights off so that we can play a scary game. Miss Silver Fox gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships to the community. Thank you, Miss Silver Fox. And congratulations to TJ, Laura, Courtney, Snowman, and IMG Snap for snagging those memberships. Jamie Honey Bunny says, out of 3, and oh, it flew off the screen. Out of 3, 4, 76, and New Vegas, I love New Vegas. It has the best story and the most consequential choices. I love New Vegas. Choose your own adventure games. New Vegas is an exceptional adventure game and a wonderful Fallout game for all of the reasons that you mentioned. And I have to say that the ending to New Vegas, where they tie in all of the different choices that you made, reminiscent to the endings to Fallout 2, it's one of the best endings in the game. My biggest criticism of Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 are the way they end. Like there are very few choices that you make in the games that make it all the way to the ending. So yeah, that's definitely something New Vegas does really, really well. Adam M. gifted 5 Oxhorn memberships. Thank you, Adam M. And congratulations to Kanak, Murden Philippe, Pedro Paul, Steel 101, Jill Valentine for snagging those memberships. Fanta 1996 says, in the last week I finished House of Ashes. I hope you will be playing that after that was the most fleshed out and fun in my opinion. Hope you're well. Thank you, Fanta 1996. I probably will. Gontro Dim says, I think you struck a nerve with the Dino Nuggets. I didn't realize Dino Nuggets were such a huge part of everybody's childhood. I never had Dino Nuggets growing up, and I didn't know that was like a huge thing that parents did for kids. I don't care. If you eat Dino Nuggets, you feed your kids Dino Nuggets, more power to you. I'm just like, I don't want to buy them for my kids. That's it. David Harder says, Evening Ox, since I was just catching up on yesterday's Mad Max, I felt obligated to note that an O-ring is a mechanical part to aid in sealing components. Thank you. As long as an O-ring is absolutely nothing else, that makes me happy. Robin with a donation of stars on Facebook says, seriously laughed more on this stream than I have all week. Love you all. Love you too, Robin. Thank you for that one. All right. Okay. And we are ready. KT Beaverhausen says, did you notice the cop from the beginning of the game at the roadblock? He was part of the group who threw the witch into the lake chained up. No. I missed that. Really? Wow. Lumen says, your house is haunted. No, it's not. Where? You guys do this every week. There's nothing there. No Name says, I take responsibility for opening the Dino Nugget Pandora's box. It's all your fault, No Name. And then Ian Chamberlain says, great hour, love the horror to come. I know, it's going to be great. Come on. Julian Z says, I guess I never read that deeply into The Shape of Meat, but you do you, Ox. Maybe you really are more enlightened. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go heat up some Dino Nuggies with barbecue to go with the stream. Good. I hope you've got your Dino Nuggies and your Scotch and your cigar and you're good to go.
It was in chains. Just like the woman who went in the water. I don't believe that's coincidence. Either of you see what happened to Taylor and Daniel?
They can't be far behind us.
Oh!
Let's just get out of here.
Right. So, in our last episode, we saw the death of the poor woman who was accused of being a witch back in the Salem witch trial era of Americana. And now her reanimated ghost zombie corpse is hunting these poor people. Lovely. Broxton Kane gifted an Oxhorn membership to the community. Very, very cool, Broxton, and congratulations to Hellcat for snagging it. Here lies the body of Isaac Worrell, aged 43 years, deceased October 21st, 1702. Rest in peace. Oh yeah, and that's right. We found our way into a graveyard. A graveyard from the early 18th century. Brilliant.
Can we keep moving? I don't feel safe here.
Here lies the body of Thomas Wyman, deputy governor and magistrate, died July 30th, 1701, and of his wife Mary Wyman, who departed this life February 1699. All right, well, we came to a split in the road. The question is, are we going to miss something by continuing this way? Does this loop around? It does. Nope, I don't want to exit just yet. Let's continue exploring. Make sure
All the places to end up. Let's get out of here.
Make sure we completely explore the graveyard before we're gone. Okay, and this wraps back around to where we were. We came from there. Great. So, that's this quadrant explored. Let's turn around and this time go left. Here lies the body of Abraham Alistair, died February 13th, 1699, factum fieri infectum non potest. I wish I knew what that meant. My Latin is completely gone. Hey. Secret found. Sun charm. An old sun charm found near a bench in the graveyard. James T. Clark, April 8th, 1929, January 16th, 1972, loving father. Are these the guy that died in the fire? Are all of these tombs for the people who died? There's the entire Clark family. Holy cow. Anne Clark, February 12th, 1931, and January 16th, 1972, loving mother. Ooh, this one's obscured. Oh, yeah. We're going to move it. Tanya.
I'm impressed someone cares enough to still drop by this place.
Tanya A. Clark, August 22nd, 1949, January 16th, 1972. Cherished daughter and sister. Someone is leaving fresh flowers on this grave. Dennis F. Clark, April 29th, 1951, January 16th, 1972, beloved son and brother. Steel 101 says, hey Ox, one day I want to make a video that points out the flaws of New Vegas. Constructive criticism, not a rant. I noticed that no one else has done it before. I mean, I have done it. Like in all my New Vegas lore videos, whenever there is something that can be criticized, I bring it up. Just like in my Bethesda lore videos, if something doesn't sound right, I mention it. And that has garnered me no shortage of hate from the people who think New Vegas is perfect. If you do, you will be hated because there is a small minority of Fallout fans who will just ferociously attack you for daring to sacrilege the altar of New Vegas. Just so you know, you will be attacked for that. Fanta1996 says, anybody particular you're determined to keep alive? Nobody in particular. I just hope I don't kill them all. Megan R. Clark, June 16th, 1960.
Tragedy to lose someone at that age.
To January 16th, 1972. 12 years old, treasured daughter and sister. It's a huge family plot at this graveyard. Must have cost a fortune. Okay, I think we have been very thorough. If there is anything left here, I don't think I missed it. Now to the exit. Which I believe is down this way. There it is. All right, before we open this gate, let's go to collections and let's take a look at our pictures here just to see if there's anything that can warn us ahead of time. Ritual blade. He's got a gun in his hand and he's pointing at, cauldron. Human sacrifice. This is the one that's already played out, right? Yep, that one's played out. And this one? I think we missed it. We missed the gun. Singeferno says, she had a boyfriend, if you remember, Ox. That's right. She did have a boyfriend. It could be her coming back to remember her. Alt Grendel says, strange. Google Translate says the Latin translates to the deed cannot become what? Weird. I don't. That doesn't sound right. Scotty P says, my wife Lily from Facebook wants me to say hi. All right, well, thank you, Scotty P, and hi to you and your wife Lily. Oh. Oh, come on. Back to the road.
Let's stay away from that bridge.
I'm all for putting as much distance between us and that hideous thing as we can.
Pretty sure Daniel and Taylor would be thinking the same thing.
Out of sight, quick!
Bearing updated. Hey, oh, it's him. He's just fixing his bike.
Best to keep out of his way, I reckon.
That woman's final words keep buzzing in my head. To end what's happening in Little Hope, the little girl has to be stopped.
Was she talking about stopping more witchcraft accusations or something else?
I couldn't tell.
Come on, let's go.
Oh, that looks like a spooky house. Let's go explore it.
I'll go in and take a look around.
Of course he is. Is it gonna go in the house?
How you doing?
I'm wondering if that thing could be coming after us.
Don't think it's coming after us.
What makes you so sure?
Puzzled, it must be a one-off or assertive. Stick close to me. Assertive.
You and me gotta stay real close now.
When you say close, how close exactly?
Oh, now is
This
not the
close?
time. Reluctant, not that close, or intimate, a little closer. I mean, yes,
A little closer.
we're being hunted by a spooky
Little bit more.
ghost. Let's make out in a graveyard. Steel 101 says, well, what I mean is a single 1 hour detailed, calm video dedicated to talking about the flaws. Other YouTubers have done it with Fallout 3, 4, and 76, but not New Vegas. Why do you think that is? Right? It's because there is a rabid faction of the Fallout New Vegas fan base that will excoriate you for it. I'm not suggesting you don't do it. By all means, do it. In fact, I would love to watch it. And Fallout New Vegas has its flaws. It's an incredibly glitchy game, just like all of the Bethesda games as well. Some of the voice acting choices are not the best. But there's a reason why other bigger YouTubers have avoided making those kind of videos about New Vegas. And it's not because it's a perfect game. It's a great game. It is not a perfect game. Steel 101 says, don't misunderstand me. Your lore vids are great. Thank you very much, Steel 101. T2AV says, my wife Kelsey also wants me to say hi. She doesn't even play Fallout, but knows quite a bit from me listening to your lore and playthroughs. Well, awesome. Shout out to T2AV and Kelsey. Thank you for watching today.
What's that?
Nothing, probably.
I heard something.
Oh, great. Yes, let's take a jaunt down which trail? Can we not go to which trail? Or is that like the only path? Well, of course, these characters,
I don't like this. I want to go another way.
Don't think there is another way.
they're exploring a spooky graveyard and they're navigating which trail? They want to die! TJ says, which trail is that? Which trail? Yeah, right. You are
Quite the
here.
tourist trail.
Not a place I want to revisit.
I can't wait to get to the Massacre Memorial.
Hey, over here. You gotta check this out.
Ooh, another spooky bridge.
That thing could still be around here. In the water.
No, we left that thing way behind. We must have.
Oh, here we go. Don't quick time me.
Oh, shit.
You're going first, right?
You weigh half what I do. Better if you lead.
I'm not crossing this crapped out bridge. No way.
To find the others we gotta cross. We got no choice.
Fine. I'm heading across. You can follow me. If the bridge is still standing.
Okay, then.
Find a way back to the others. All right, she crossed. There we go.
What the hell is that?
Let's go see. Can we just go this way? No, we've got to go down the trail? All right. Okay. Let's get everybody killed, why don't we? Something spooky in the woods.
You see this?
Which grave? This stone is believed to mark the burial place of the first person executed during the Little Hope witch trials. And yet, didn't we find her body in the creek?
Let's get out of here.
Get your hands off us!
Wait. I beg you.
Mary? Mary? Mary! I am over this way!
Mary. The fountain of all evil is here.
Dubious, that little girl is evil? Unsettled, what's going on? Dubious.
That little kid is the evil here? I don't get it.
My beloved Amy proclaimed it so with her dying testimony. If this evil is to end, Mary must be stopped.
Who in the hell are you? Why do you look just like John?
I have no answers for you. Perhaps I'm already under a witch's spell.
There it lies. I found it. How did you come by this? Fashioned with my own hand. I take it to protect you. Suspicion and betrayal walk side by side in Little Hope. No one is safe.
Yeah, that's you.
Please, Tabitha, let me keep it.
Whoa! And they're back! Spooky house. Here we go.
Nothing. No working phone anywhere.
Okay, so it looks like we really are trapped here.
Still no sign of him?
Nope, not yet.
I just hope they're both okay. I figured we'd have found the bus driver by now. Wonder where he's at.
Great question. Oh, hello.
Why can't you leave us alone?
I think she wants us to go after her.
Enthusiastic, let's go after her. Apprehensive, this might be a trap. Oh, let's go after her, sure.
I'm with you. We go after her. She's mixed up in all this.
The two girls we've seen. One is from the past. This one is from here and now.
Maybe.
Maybe the girl we're seeing here is somehow a mirror image of the girl from the 17th century.
Don't you want to wait for Daniel and Taylor?
If they were coming this way, they'd be here by now. Stay loose. Who knows what's up ahead?
Hey, wait for us!
Shoo!
And she's all by herself.
Ugh, disgusting.
Uh-oh. Get off the grate! The chains will get you.
Guys, you there?
Oh, no. Steel 101 says, don't worry, Ox. I'm not worried about the hate. Good. I'm glad. Just, you know what? If you do make a video, just make it fair. Don't go out of your way looking for things that are bad with the game, and don't ignore the bad parts that you see. Just make it fair about what you've noticed, and at the same time, talk about the things you like, and you'll probably make a really compelling video. Ah! God!
I got you!
John! Help me, for God's sake!
I got it! I got... Yeah, that's smart. Deeper in. Oh, come on. Really? I passed every single QuickTime event, and now I'm deeper in this sewer.
It's not stopping.
Well, if only I could run. I wish I could run.
Oh, please, God.
Where is this light coming from in the sewer? You close the gate, lady! Close the gate! She opens the gate!
Angela! Shit! No! What did she do to deserve that?
It's just you and me now,
What?
until Taylor and Daniel get to us. Hey!
Why do they never close the door when they're being chased by an evil creature?
There's something blocking the door. Give me a hand, will ya?
I passed all those QuickTime events. I don't know why she's dead. Did she die? I passed them all. But she screamed.
This place is a museum of some kind.
She in there?
Huh.
Relax.
This doesn't feel right.
Stay focused. We're not having a rerun of what just happened to Angela.
You sure about that?
I'll do whatever it takes to keep us both safe. Once we're out of here, we'll hook up with the others.
That's if they're still alive.
Gontro Dim says, you didn't change the QuickTime event settings and accessibility settings, did you? Oh, well, at least a few will probably survive. No, I didn't change the settings. I have the default game settings, which I presume is the way the game was intended to be played. We'll see who survives. Find the girl.
Why is this kid out here on her own?
It's strange.
The New
Maybe
England
she's
Witch
linked to Mary
Trials.
somehow?
Gotta be. Though how and why, I'm not sure of yet.
Little Hope Museum, $7.99. Locked. Writ of forfeiture. Unreadable, this writ is served by the Board of Selection on the 17th day of January, 1692. By unreadable, you are ordered to unreadable 2 caricatures of land. I'm sorry, carucates of land. I have no idea what that word means. 2 carucates of land unreadable by the Western River and Leafy Hill. All dwellings upon the land shall be vacated. All livestock and unreadable shall be forfeit and unreadable of their old contract. This defrays all costs of unreadable England to the sum of £20, 7 shillings and 6 and ends all unreadable between the families. Unreadable is granted the right of petition. Oh. Hello, what is this? Lambert writ. This writ was served on Joseph Lambert by the Reverend Simon Carver, who had persuaded the Little Hope selectmen to force the forfeiture of Lambert's land over a disputed contract. This caused bad blood in the community and is believed to have culminated in accusations that Joseph's wife Amy had been touched by the witch. Okay. Are there rocks on that? Yeah, there are rocks on that body. Oh, no. Oh, God. Not a fan of this at all. Oh, he's gone the full circle already. Hold on, I gotta inspect this.
Disturbing.
It creeped the hell out of me.
There she is. Amy Lambert, first of the accused.
So real, like we were right there.
Amy was accused of witchcraft by the girl Mary Milton, who claimed she saw her fly on a twig of willow. When told by the court that Amy had been seen by witnesses many miles away, Mary stated, "I saw her lips ever chattering to who knew what and recognized her as a demon sent to me in Amy's form." Pastor Carver admitted this into records as spectral evidence. She was chatting to us. Crap. Ready for transfer.
This is what the trial was all about. People being in cahoots with the devil.
Right. And this kid Mary who snitched on everyone. That's gotta be the girl we're seeing.
I, Mary Milton, confess the truth of the wickedness I have witnessed. Before the Sabbath day, Mistress Amy did, by the ash tree, commune with Black Samuel, a spirit in the form of a dog that spoke with the voice of a man. Then she spun 3 times around and agreed to serve the spirit and deliver the children of the village to it. Then she made a poppet and placed a spell upon it to curse those who would oppose her. These and diverse foul things I have seen. The 25th of February, 1692, Simon Carver, X. Mary couldn't write, so she signed X. Ready for transfer.
This is the same trial we saw back in the police station.
Disturbingly alike.
No plaque. I wonder if it's on the ground. But I can't look down. All right, there was something on this wall. There was an opposite wall here that I want to inspect before we go back. Looks like I can't inspect it. Oh, it's a window. Ready for transfer. What's on the other side of the window? Black cat. Okay. Before we go through the door, can we finish exploring over here? My God, the camera angles are so awkward. But I'm glad we came back. The enclosed puppet or doll is thought to have originally belonged.
Hey, take a look at this. I've seen this before.
Where?
On the road outside that shitty little bar we stopped at. Angela and me saw it laying there, picked it up. Right before that kid Mary scared us for the first time.
Interesting.
Skeptical this could be fake or suspicious. Did she lead us here? It looks too new.
That thing really 300 and some years old? Everything around here is fake, made up. I mean, maybe that is too.
Let's take a proper look.
What the hell, Professor?
There are many, many stories about how spirits can attach themselves to objects.
Sure, in movies. Take it easy, will you?
What if Mary's spirit is somehow attached to this thing? We burn it, and this could all end right here.
Will this anger the kid or supportive? Let's do it.
Look at it another way. Maybe by burning her precious things, it's just gonna piss the kid off.
You might be right.
Bearing updated, we've got the puppet, and we put it back. Okay. Well. That's it for this room.
We can get out this way.
Daddy No Neck says, "Hey
Right, that
Ox,
little
wanted to
girl
stop
did.
by to say hi before bed."
She let us in here and then disappeared.
Thank you, Daddy No
Maybe
Neck.
that was her plan all along. Lead us to the puppet. Job done.
I'm not sure about that.
Almost out of juice. No signal out here anyway.
Find a way to the others and stick together.
You hear that?
Maybe. Heard something, not sure what.
Guys? Professor? That you in there?
Can we just get out of here?
No.
Where the hell are the others?
probably as lost as us.
You think they're looking for us?
Could be.
Angela's got no interest in finding me. That's for sure.
She's got a mean streak, all right. But she's got some heart.
You sure about that?
Yeah, known her for a long time. Longer than any of you. She's been through some real shit. But she's still got a soft side.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
All right. $10, says no one's home.
I'm not touching that. Still, first place we've seen in a while.
Find a way in?
Like you found a way into that store? You a burglar in your spare time?
No. But I was in a past life.
Was he? We know they've had past lives. Front door, side door. Hello. Okay, before we start doing doors, let's explore the grounds. Nothing. Okay, let's try front door.
Not getting through this way.
Locked. Side door. Locked.
Hey, Taylor, check this out.
Check what out?
Don't think anyone's visited for a long time. Oh, yeah. And that's $10 you owe me.
Don't owe you squat. I never took the bet.
Fair enough. It's loose. I can jimmy this open, no problem.
You have a crowbar? Well, okay, here we go.
We could have a big powwow about who goes in first. But we both know what's gonna happen.
Right.
Sure thing. Oh, what the? What? That's... Oh.
Easy now, tough guy. Don't beat up the scary doll.
Funny. Get your ass in here.
Whoa. That was aggressive.
Come on. This way.
Oh, it's the other door to the museum. We tried to go through there, but we couldn't.
These things look so real. They're freaking me out. What's up?
I just saw something.
Where the hell are you going? You sure this is a good move?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. Find Taylor. Yeah, I'll find Taylor. Hold on, just...
Where are you?
Holy Bible.
That you? Taylor?
This is the problem with fixed cameras. I don't know where I am.
Taylor?
Help you no more. Cast aside your false idols and pray to the one almighty Lord of the business.
Taylor! You okay? What's going on?
I didn't get a chance to finish exploring that room. Kick it down.
Come on.
What? What was that?
What happened? I heard voices.
I saw my fucking self looking back at me, dressed all weird, speaking funny. I mean, what the fuck?
Excuse you, Tori, you wandered off. Pathetic. Sorry, I tried to stay with you.
Sorry I wasn't there for you.
This woman, the one who looked like me, they just dragged her out like some kind of criminal. I mean, shit. Let's get out of here.
Too bad we
I hear
missed
that.
it. Oh no. Do we take the knife?
I found a knife.
Maybe it was a knife once, when dinosaurs roamed the earth.
Think we should bring it along?
Here, you take it.
Why?
It's obvious, dummy. Self-defense.
Confident. Okay, I'll take it. Reluctant. No, you keep it. Okay.
Okay. Small price to pay to make you feel better. I got it.
So we couldn't leave it. We had to take it. We just had to choose which character would have it. I wonder what that choice signifies. Okay, well, if that door that was locked, maybe we can open that door. No, it's locked too. How about this door? That's locked too. Oh my god. That's the door we explored. Wait, did we examine that? Yeah, that's the one we examined with the other characters. Okay, now he's got the same information. Greg Williams says, wow, still playing? Impressive, good sir. Also, I just found out I was colorblind. The news came to me right out of the purple. Play on, good sir. Better than coming in out of the blue, I suppose. Thank you, my friend. Ha! I knew something was going to happen there. Amy Lambert. Wonder if they have different things to say. Looks like they don't. I missed this. Wait, no, I didn't. It's gone. We put it back, but now it's gone. The other guys put it back, but it's gone.
Hey, check this out.
The enclosed poppet, or doll, is thought to have originally belonged to a child in the late 1600s. Creepy. Shit, wait, I got it. This missing doll has got to be the one I saw with the kid.
You think? That's kind of weird.
Kinda weird? This place is full-on Nightmare Central. I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to.
With you on that.
Right. Out we go. Well, I think this means that we're going to rejoin the others soon. Okay.
Come on, this way out.
Angela?
Oh, hello. Are things becoming any clearer for you? That thing, whatever it is, just keeps coming for Angela. Unrelenting. I do hope she's okay. Now, at last, someone has a weapon. That might prove useful. Let me help you out. Give you one little hint.
Yes, please.
Well then, how can I put this? We each have our own demons. They are ours and ours alone, and they are often born out of regret.
Is that it?
I'll leave you now with some wise words from a great Irish playwright I once met in Paris, I believe. Never judge anyone shortly. Every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. She's just a child. Let's speak again later.
She's just a child. They really wanted us
Looks
to
like
hate
we've lucked
her.
out here. Back on the road. The professor and the others can't be far.
Hope you're right. We've been shit out of luck so far tonight.
So interesting. Can someone Google that poet quote to find out who said it and when he lived? That's going to help us place the curator in time. We already know he was old enough to see Shakespeare. Who else could he see? KT Beaverhausen says, rope, Taylor's neck, knife. Is death good, though? Dunno. Aaron Jensen says, hello from Washington. Hey there, Aaron. I also am from Washington. Evan Bailey says, was introduced to you thanks to Fallout 4 lore. Thanks for the entertainment always. You're welcome, Evan. That's the gun. That's the gun. That's the gun. So many premonitions about a gun that we never got. Only one premonition about the knife.
The woman who looks like me. What did she do to be taken like that?
Not a great omen for sure. But nothing's gonna happen to you. I'll make sure of that.
Tilly Johnson's house. This house was the home of...
Even the writers here don't have happy endings.
Sure looks that way.
of promising young author Tilly Johnson, famed for her Gothic novel Tract of the Tethered, 1856. Tilly was mysteriously found dead at home in June of 1858. Tract of the Tethered. Tethered as in tied up with a chain, maybe? Didio Pynthius says it was the 1880s Oscar Wilde. I mean, the death theory is becoming more and more convincing to me. Oh, great! Great! We've got that to look forward to. And you know that's going to be an awful quick time event. King William's War, Commencement Day Massacre, the 23rd of June, 1690. On Commencement Day 1690, while the Puritans celebrated the graduation of the town's young men, an army of French and Indians attacked, burning a number of homesteads. 8 men were killed, and a number of women and children taken into slavery in Acadia. The fate of the slaves is unknown. Those taken into slavery: Mary Allen Lyle, Abby Bradstreet, Madeline Carver, Mary Dent, Abstinence Hake, Obadiah Hake, Thomas Lathrop, Mercy Mather, Martha Milton, Faith Newcomen, Fidelity Newcomen, Michael Newcomen, Hope Staunton, Amity Upsall. Those killed: Isaac Ames, Hugh Broughton, Bartle Hake, Francis Mather, Matthew Noyes, Jeremiah Staunton, John Titus, and Thomas Upsall. Ghost Boner says none of their eyes emote, and it freaks me out. It does. It is a tad freaky. But a white picket fence blocks us that way. Something over here on the roadside, maybe? No. Little Hope Tourist Office. All boarded up. Public notice: foreclosure, bank owned, keep out.
We're the first tourists this place has seen for a long, long time.
Why would anyone come here anyway? This place is a real ghost town.
Viewpoint ahead. Oh, sure. Let's check out the viewpoint.
Where the hell is that coming from?
I don't know.
Execution site, here we are. An archaeological dig here in 1955 identified a layer of ash and bone fragments. The site is thus believed to be the location where people were hanged and burned at the stake during the witchcraft panic of 1692. It is unclear which of the accused was executed here. Little Hope Town of Tourism. Huh. Nevermore. Though that was the raven, not a crow, right? Do not enter. Let's enter.
That swing looks like the one in my backyard when I was a kid. No way.
It's got stars on it.
Get over here!
What's up?
This isn't possible. I know those markings. This is my old tire swing. Look, here, see?
Hey, it's okay. It's okay.
It's not okay, you don't get it. See these stars? I painted them onto this tire with my dad when I was 10 years old.
You sure?
Hell yes, I'm sure this is my tire swing. How come it's out here?
I believe you, okay? So what does it mean?
Angry, screw this place. Paranoid, it's a message for me. Angry.
Fuck this place.
Hey, look at me. Look at me. We're getting through this, okay? Together.
This is not my doing. You must help me. I beg you. Please help me before it is too late.
Hush now, woman. Only the Almighty can forgive your sin. That is your only hope of salvation.
Listen to me. I have committed no sin. The puppet I am condemned for is a child's plaything. Nothing more. I
I
swear
will not be
it.
deceived. I see the evil in you. My duty is to cleanse our town of your sickness. There is no other way. You must hang.
Oh, God.
Pray, Lord, for you to take the soul of this, our sister Tabitha, who has been led astray by the devil, and do with it as you will.
Her neck! Oh, that was brutal. God. Well, now we know how she got the bruise on her neck.
Oh, the woman we just saw, it was me. That means I'm next.
Nothing bad's gonna happen to you. I'll make sure of that.
Thanks. I'm glad you're here.
Let's keep on going to the church. That's likely where the rest are.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Yeah, let's go to a creepy church in a ghost town where we already know that the pastor of that church was murdering people he accused of being witches. That's going to be the safe place. Black cat.
Feels like we're being followed.
We are being followed.
Hey! Get the fuck out of here!
Back the fuck off, will you? Oh crap, what the fuck is that?
Move! Run!
Get to the church! Run!
Hey!
One of those fucking things is after us!
Oh no, there's the spikes!
Move it!
Hey! Run!
Get inside!
What the hell are you doing?
Get in here.
Where's Angela?
She didn't make it. Nothing we could do.
You're kidding me.
No, and we have to keep that thing outside, or we'll be joining her.
Fuck.
Look for ways in and out of here. Close them all off. Shit! Come on, we need a barricade here.
Hey! Hey!
Why the hell is that old fool still out there?
Concerned, he's following us flippant. The old guy's lost it.
The old guy's lost it big time.
Good thing he's outside.
I know
man.
you're inside.
What in God's name is he up to? He's gonna lead that thing straight to us.
He doesn't get how much trouble we're in here.
What the hell is going on in there?
You need to get away from here. Go before it's too late.
Get the hell out of here!
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in.
Hopeful or reluctant, let's do hopeful. Maybe he can help.
Maybe he can help us out.
This is a really bad idea.
What exactly is going on here?
Terrified, something chased us distraught. Help us get out of here. Let's do terrified.
Something came after us.
That
It
thing was straight out of a nightmare or a horror movie.
What the fuck you talking about? Well, you bang your head tonight?
Desperate, you've got to help us or angry. Wake up, man. Let's do desperate.
You gotta help us. Please, we're all out of options here. I feel like I'm never gonna get out of this town.
You and me both, man. I'll go get help.
Fucking waste of time.
Fanboy AR became a bronze ox. Thank you, fanboy.
That thing's out there. It's toying with us.
Subdued, we abandoned the old guy or troubled. Why are they chasing us? Let's do troubled.
Why are these things, whatever the hell they are, coming after us?
I wish I knew. Maybe then we'd know how to stop them.
Professor? Andrew! It's me. I'm next. The priest, reverend, whatever, made accusations against my double. Sounded serious.
Another trial?
Not this time. It sure looked like it was heading that way.
And the girl? Mary?
Yeah. She was there all right.
We secure in here? You find any other ways in?
Sorry, Professor, I didn't check.
Uh-oh. Ha!
That thing is still out there. Look over there.
We have to follow her. Whoever she is, she's tied up in everything that's happened here.
What if you're right? What then?
If we can stop her, it could prevent any more harm happening to our doubles.
Okay. Guard the door in case that thing comes back.
Oh, is this a good idea? Oh, I don't know. Okay, just catch my breath here a little bit. Light up a new cigar. That was a lot of quick time events, and I only lost one of them, and I managed to save both of the characters. Okay. Here we go.
Hey, kid. You out here?
Yes, let's go to the roof of the church. That's smart. Let's do that at the top. Ha ha ha, trapped. Great. Of course. The bell tolls. Time marches on.
It pains me to say these words, but your punishment today will protect us all. Keep our town safe.
Can you spare him? I beg you.
This is hard for you, child. But one day you will understand, and you will thank me.
Go from this place, Mary. Your pleas cannot reach him. My fate is not a memory you should carry.
Who will be my keeper if you are gone?
Judge Wyman has instructed Abraham. He will be your keeper. A decision not all are in agreement with. Every man will face his day of judgment.
Oh, God.
Yours is today.
No!
No!
Look, child. See who you would have me spare. See he is no longer of this earth. Only the damned and the devil can resist in this way.
Damn! Holy crap! They can interact with the past. That's how the professor's gonna die.
He was right here. I was holding him. He was right there. Nothing I could do.
Flippant, welcome to the club, or sympathetic. Sorry you had to see that. Let's go sympathetic.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. I know how much it messed me up.
Fucking witch trials! What's wrong with these people? They killed that guy for no reason.
I'm sorry, this is fucked up.
Now we know the pattern. Angela was killed after seeing her double executed. Taylor had a narrow escape from that thing. You see your double get it? And you're next.
That's real reassuring. Thanks for sharing.
Isn't it better to know what's gonna happen to you?
Oh!
There it is! That's what's been after us!
Come on!
It can fly! Because of course it can fly.
What do we do now with that thing outside?
Quiet.
It's out there. Listen.
It's out there for now. What if it decides to come in after us?
Maybe we're okay if we stay inside the church.
Because
it's holy ground. A church? Maybe it can't come in.
Really? It's a fucking vampire now?
I'm just saying, this is a solid building.
He's right. We're safer in here. We're staying put.
Panicked, it's hunting me, or anxious. Anxious, I guess you're right. Let's go anxious.
I guess staying makes some kind of sense, right?
I mean, better than running out there.
You think that's our best move?
Because it's out there.
We are staying in here. No choice.
We should take off while we still can. That thing has us boxed in.
No one else agrees with you. Staying in here is the majority decision.
We can't be splitting up again. After what happened to Angela?
I agree.
Sure, whatever. But this doesn't feel right to me.
Crap. Crap. Maybe we should have left. Maybe we should have run for it. Yeah, now we gotta be in this spooky church. Whoops, was that a bad call? Find another way out. Stick together. Oh. I thought she said her battery was low. Well, not going to be navigating this place very well with all the pews askew. What's in this door? Hey.
Sounds like more than one. Fucking.
A soul divided. In Hebrews 4:12, we read, "For the word of God is living and powerful, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the division of soul and spirit." Commonly, we use the words soul and spirit interchangeably. They are those parts of our being that make us up, but cannot be seen. Biblically, they are different. The spirit is our life force. It is that part of us made pure by Christ's sacrifice. The soul is those things that make you unique, such as your personality, your thoughts, and your attitudes. Spirit and soul may seem the same, but God and Satan can divide the pure spirit from the often imperfect soul self. That duality is key to understanding Scripture. There is a disconnect between the spirit and soul. We are divided against ourselves. Our spirit is pure. When God looks at us, he sees us blameless. But our soul, those things we struggle with in our heart, needs reminding of who we are in the spirit. It needs purification. Only isolation and sacrifice can bring us to purity. Reverend Carson. Okay. Hey, an end of dungeon steamer trunk. Well, we can't open it. Oh, God. God has forsaken us. Little Hope Pastors, unreadable, Lazarus Burgess, defaced, John Fenn, Edmund Sterry, Solomon Temple, unreadable, William Fox, John Capel, John Unreadable, Nicholas Lay, Andrew O'Connor, Joseph Milton, Tom Parker, Reese Ward Madiv, Dr. Richard Bradshaw, defaced, and finally John Carrier in 1979. Lazarus Burgess was the man who did all of those awful executions. Well, there's a door. Let's not open the door just yet. Let's keep exploring. Anything at the pulpit? Nothing at the pulpit. Anything out the window? Nothing out the window. Holes in the wall. Something on the floor. Crap. Oh yeah, let's go towards the scary noise. That sounds fun.
Fuck me! Let's go!
I'm out of here!
Back, quickly! Go!
Here we go!
Out of sight! Hide!
Escape! What? Magic illness? Desperate, what do we do? Commanding, we gotta do something. Commanding.
We gotta do something now.
Hold on. We need to be calm.
Fuck calm. Taylor's in trouble.
Taylor.
Is that you? I can't see shit.
Oh no. Go left, go right. Left?
Is that you? I'm over here.
God. Right or left, it says. How am I supposed to know?
See you guys. Thought I'd lost you.
We're still in big trouble here.
Oh.
I need a break.
We gotta keep moving. Can't stop.
No, wait. He needs a break.
Forget it. Those things are coming after us, not you. We can't hang around.
Practical, none of us is safe. Indignant, I keep telling you, stick together. Let's do practical, none of us is safe.
None of us is safe. Not tonight.
All right. What's our next move?
I'm not sure.
We should rest here for a while.
Okay. Angela. No.
You asleep? That's impressive.
I wish. No way I could get any shut-eye after what went down tonight. Would love to, though. I'm beat. Any ideas how we're getting out of here?
Stern, we must stop the girl, or thoughtful. We are trapped here. I mean... we are trapped here isn't thoughtful. I guess Stern?
Listen. It's clear now. There's no help available. We're on our own.
Sure seems that way.
Our best shot, maybe our only shot, is to stop that girl, Mary.
Getting to Mary, stopping her might help, sure, okay, but what about the other kid? The one that keeps running from us?
Mary and her are connected somehow, I'm sure of it. Maybe the other girl is trying to lead us somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. Maybe to a place we can stop all this.
Everything feels out of control. I don't think there's anything we can do at this point.
Mary's the key to everything that's happened. The trials, the executions.
Sure, but how are we supposed to stop her? Not even sure she's real.
Too late for us to do anything now. We've had it. This is over.
Defiant, we have to try. Insistent, Mary is evil. Let's do Defiant.
We have to try. We owe it to the others. And ourselves. Mary's the key to this. I'm certain of it.
It's not that simple. And like you said, she's just a kid. We can't...
Listen to me. We see her again. We do whatever is necessary.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Shh, shh.
Hell no, that thing is back to finish me off.
Get down. Take cover.
No Name says, you know what would save everyone in this game? Dino Nuggies. Oh, man. Tell you what, I'm going to have, one of these days, I'm going to have to just get a big box of Dino Nuggies and eat them on stream. That'll solve everyone's problems.
It's heading straight for us. Keep quiet.
Ah!
Angela!
Easy, Tiger. I'm a little tender.
I thought you were gone. How in the hell did you find us?
We thought. You know.
We're all glad you made it.
Stop it. You're gonna make me blush. But thank you.
No one messes with you.
For sure. You are one tough lady.
So the whole crew is back together. You rounded everyone up. Good job.
Not quite. They found us. Right now, our priority is getting you safe. Let's go.
Okay, so
We've
no
come
one's
across
dead.
more of those things since you left us.
The thing that chased after me was horrendous. Now you're telling me there's more of them? What in God's name are they?
You okay without your glasses?
I most certainly am. There is plenty here I don't want to see.
You lost your glasses, but not your sense of humor. Good.
Uh-oh. Is that going to be a problem later?
You hear that?
I heard it.
Sounds like a
Sounded
machine.
close, too.
Just gotta keep moving.
Let me help you down.
Ease up, will you? Hold up! Andrew, wait!
Oh no, he's got a dicky ticker.
Professor? Angela, you there?
Oh no.
Daniel? Taylor? Guys. Where the hell are you? Hold on, Taylor. I gotta help.
Taylor! Taylor!
Oh no! What was that? Aggressive, deceitful, locked? And it snaps her neck? I should have gone for her because I forgot that the other guy had the knife. I thought that the other guy was John. And we had seen that premonition of him being, stabbed by the guy who had the fence stake. And so I saw the guy attacking him with the fence stake, and I thought, oh, well, all right, I got to go save him. But then I didn't realize that he's already got the knife. He probably could have saved himself. Gontrodim says you need to eat Sisty Dino Nuggets while standing on chicken in Chinese dolphin power armor on a stream to make it fun. Right, I'll add those to my shopping list.
let her die! We gotta go, now!
Singe Furno says you should have let her have the knife. Yeah, you're right. I mean, hindsight is 20/20, but yeah, you're right.
I can't believe this is happening. Taylor.
I'm sorry, Daniel. Truly I am. I know how much Taylor meant to you, to us all. But it's vital we keep moving.
So stupid. After all, they didn't even give me a chance. I choose between Taylor and the other guy, and I just choose him, and she's the one who dies. All because earlier in the game, I choose to let him have the knife. But I don't know which of them is going to be in the situation that requires the knife.
You have to go right now!
Oh, now the curity's going to rub it in my face.
It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles. Then the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. Not by angels or by demons. Heaven or hell. Perhaps you've started to realize something.
Two kings, a queen, and a jack. Why?
But everything and everyone may not be quite what they appear to be.
4 kings?
3 executions, 3 tormented beings, and Taylor's is the only soul lost, so far. Any thoughts on what might be around the corner, hidden by the fog? Something wicked this way comes.
Thank you, Shakespeare.
Keep a lookout for the girl. We have to stop her.
Pretty sure she'll be back real soon. This may sound crazy, but what if saving our doubles from execution is how we save ourselves?
I was only hunted after my double was killed.
Historic restoration warning: dangerous, unstable structure
Is
site
anything
unsafe.
here not falling apart?
Mary Milton's grave.
Mary's grave. There's nothing about how or why she died.
This is believed to be the resting place of Mary Milton. Mary was the source of many accusations against alleged witches. Pastor Carver took her under his wing, where he instructed her and prayed with her before she incriminated several townspeople. Because of her controversial role in the witch trials, many of the townspeople turned their faces against her. Her remains were buried at the edge of town. Premonition unlocked. William Hall with a sticker tip. Thank you very much, William.
Fireflies. That's what's causing the glow. Looks kind of beautiful, don't you think?
Kind of weird looking.
No, this cannot be. My own eyes deceive me. My apologies for the lateness of the hour. but I must speak with you.
What ails you, my friend?
It is Mary. I am troubled by her, by the part she has played in these trials.
Those trials trouble us all.
There is more to this. I saw her smile as her own sister was executed. She took pleasure from it.
Are you certain?
I am. But now that she speaks of guilt and remorse, it is hard not to believe her.
Keep away from her, Abraham. No good can come from being with that child.
Too late. With her brother and sister gone, Mary now lives under my roof.
Your charity places you in grave danger.
What do you advise?
Tell the court you suspect she toys with us all. That you saw her delight in her own sister's death. I implore you.
I am torn. Mary seems full of
Keep your
remorse.
suspicions to yourself, and it's our community which will suffer. None of us is safe from her wild imaginings.
Very well. If the court will listen, I will speak.
The next caretaker to be killed?
I am bewitched.
You're not bewitched.
How else can your presence be explained?
I can't explain this, but you're not.
She has conjured you to defend her. To press me into silence. Only the devil could create a demon who so resembles me.
I'm not a demon. But we do look alike, which I agree is pretty damn weird.
What do you want from me?
I want to know what you're gonna say to the court. About Mary.
I was decided to speak to the court. Now I am not so sure.
I know how this must look, but you have to speak out. Tell everyone what the girl did, like your friend is telling you to.
The devil has sent you to tempt me. I must not succumb. Little Hope is no longer the town I knew. Strange and disturbing events have become commonplace. You, whatever you are but one of these. Revealing the truth about Mary may save my friend, but it does not sit easily with me that in doing so I condemn a child.
Encouraging, speak out against the girl. Instructive, the priest is the villain. The priest is the villain!
Putting it all on a kid isn't right. The priest is the one driving this whole thing.
That's way off. We gotta stop the kid. No other way to do this.
Reverend Carver is a man guided by God. No one can doubt that.
Crap! Crap!
Bad move there, man. Standing up for the kid is probably gonna do us all in.
I hope you're wrong. For all our sakes.
What happened?
Bonus
You
feature
get a chance
unlocked?
to confront Mary?
No. We never even saw her.
Fuck.
Timberjack says, I've got to go. Been up for 20 hours. Great stream. Thanks for coming by, Timberjack. I hope you get some good sleep tonight. We'll see you next time.
Let's check that out. It'll get us out of these damn woods, and we can talk on the way. Not sure I want the answer. But what did you two see back there?
We met up with Andrew's double, Abraham. He was thinking about testifying against Mary, but good boy Andrew talked him out of it.
That was a smart move.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's a carving of the doll.
Whatever we saw back there, or thought we saw, we're still in grave danger.
Thoughtful, we might have missed our chance. Assertive, we must stop Mary. Try assertive, I guess.
The only way out of this freaking nightmare is to stop Mary, stop her lying.
You had a chance to get Mary exposed for what she is, a liar and a faker. Put her in the dock for a change. Why didn't you take it?
We don't know for sure that stopping Mary will help us out. It's just a theory.
It may only be a theory, but right now it's all we've got.
This is a one-shot deal. We get it wrong, and there's no replay. It's game over, so I'm up for doing whatever it takes.
Come on, let's take a look.
Investigate the large building and stick together. Right.
We gotta find another route.
So, clearly the priest is using the innocence of a child to condemn the people in his community and murder them. Did Abraham really see Mary smile at the murder of her own sister? Did Mary not understand what it was she was seeing? I love that. Of course, it would be great to pin it on the priest. He deserves it, but don't know how we'll do that. Premonition unlocked, pressed into silence. Delightful. All right, we can't open that door. And what's the deal with the other guy in town? He apparently doesn't see what we're all seeing. Mayor Hale's land deal. Milestone in regenerating town. Fears protests will surely escalate as closure looms. Oh! Vote Carver for mayor, 666, for our future prosperity. Samuel Carver. Well, okay, we've got a staircase. Can we go behind the stairs? Is there anything over here? No. Up we go.
Check this out.
Hey!
That guy's a menace.
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
Come on, inside.
Just gonna ignore the dude?
Well, no one's been here for a long time. Now is my time to speak before the judge. I am filled with dread. I cannot know how my testimony will be received. The devil has blinded so many to what is real and what is not.
Nothing good will come of this.
His words will seek to twist the truth.
Allow me to judge what is true.
Abraham and Joseph are allies in this deception. And lest we forget, you condemned Joseph to death only yesterday. Or do you now question that decision?
I have heard nothing today to sway my conviction. Joseph consorted with the same malicious force as his wife. For this, the court thanks Reverend Carver, who faced the devil's wrath to present the evidence.
It is only my duty, Judge.
However, this court is duty-bound by law to seek out the truth. We must therefore examine these claims made by Abraham against Mary.
If I may speak briefly, Judge Wyman.
Time is short, Reverend. Be indeed brief.
Mary has shown great fortitude to speak out against the evil here. Many would have lacked her courage. Yet her reward for exposing this brooding coven in our midst is to be besmirched.
Her courage is not in question. It is her intent we must be certain of.
Her accuser is the very man entrusted to care for this innocent child. Plain to see, he is not fit for such a task. And I would ask the court to have Mary placed elsewhere.
Who would you have be her new ward, Reverend?
I am prepared to take responsibility for the child.
God.
If the court agrees.
First, the court must hear what Abraham has to say. No decision can be made on the child until then. Abraham!
What am I to do? Some would have me speak out against Mary, but could a child truly be capable of such evil?
Aggressive, that killed is guilty, sympathetic. This is tough for you, we'll go sympathetic.
This is tough. I get that. Would be for anyone. Mary is just a kid.
That's our only choice?
Tell the court what you have come here to say. Speak up, boy. Out with it!
Mary has spoken of evil spirits, devilry and witchcraft. Things many cannot believe could exist here in
I'm
Little
not here
Hope.
for history and hearsay. Get to the point, boy.
Mary is tormented. The apparitions she has seen, they have plagued her, stolen her innocence. Some suggest she is in league with these creatures, but no one can be certain. Myself least of all. Can any of us truly know a child's mind?
You claim I lack the ability to see the truth.
I beg forgiveness. I would never suggest such a thing.
My time is not for wasting. You and the priest have irked me enough for one day.
I have more to say.
I have already given you enough time. Furthermore, Mary is to be placed into the care of Reverend Carver. Now stand down.
Well, what did we do wrong there? God, I don't know.
Tell me everything. Did you see Andrew's double again?
He told the judge that Mary did nothing wrong, like she's the victim here.
Oh, that's bad. Very, very bad. Shit!
So what happens now?
This helps us. Has to. We now know for sure that we can alter what happens.
You agree with him?
Uncertain, I don't get it, or supportive. It went down like he said, supportive.
It went down just like he said. What the fuck?
We can't stay. Let's get out of here.
Steel 101 says, I would say these people are a brood of vipers. You would say that. You have said that. Thank you, Steel 101. Gingerbread Man says, gotta love these games. I know. I'm really enjoying it.
Look at those outfits. This place shut down way, way back.
Life as a kid in the 70s. Everything was ahead of me. There's gotta be another exit. Maybe on the ground floor?
In memory of James Clark, 1929 to 1972, sadly missed by his many friends and colleagues. The White Wolf says, you might have noticed that Judge Wyman has the same face as one of the pirates from Man of Medan. It's a meta joke for how many actors in an anthology series play different characters in each episode. He looked recognizable to me, but I couldn't place it. But now that you say that, yeah, you're right. He was one of the pirates in Man of Medan. Okay. Kiss my ass. Mr. Vincent Barnes, 15 blah blah blah, date May 8th, 1972. Dear Mr. Barnes, subject employment warning letter. Following our recent disciplinary meeting, I am writing regarding your attendance and behavior. Management have made every effort to accommodate your difficult circumstances and recent injury by accepting your recurring absences. However, continued warnings regarding attendance, lateness, and intoxication have prompted us to issue a formal written warning. Further repetition of this behavior or other misconduct within the next 12 months will result in dismissal. Ravenden expects our employees to be enthusiastic, punctual, and sober. You must acknowledge receipt of this letter. Please sign and return it to the foreman's office within 7 days. Unreadable. Steel 101 says the priests are vipers, not the protagonists. Well, the priest in this game is definitely a viper. Oh, God. Family photo.
Get over here. You gotta see this. This is too fucking weird. This is too much. Way too fucking much. First, a load of weirdo witch killers from ancient history look just like us. Now, we got the creepy Family of the Year winners who also look just like us. What the actual fuck?
What does it mean, though? Do you think they died like the other lookalikes?
No clue. Who knows what happened to them? Maybe we're all stuck in the same nightmare.
Ooh, okay.
You really want a souvenir? From this night? From this place?
All I know, I'm keeping hold of this. What you said about all this being a nightmare. You mean that?
If it's my nightmare, why are you guys all in it?
Any of us could say the same thing.
I don't know what's real here. Are you the real Andrew?
Oh, come on. So wait. Who are those people in the photograph?
Maybe time is fucked up here. Like, that really is us in that photo.
But they're around the same age as us, as far as I can tell.
Factory closure. The factory has been closed due to liquidation of Little Hope Textiles Limited. Following several incidents since the closure of the factory has been placed off limits. Attempts to enter the premises will be treated as criminal trespass. Any former employers or any former workers wishing to retrieve property can contact our office at blah, blah, blah. Okay, we've got a door that we can't interact with. We've got a door. Little Hope factory to close. Hundreds of layoffs will gut the town. Nearly 600 jobs are set to be lost in Little Hope when the Ravenden Textiles factory closes its gates at their Harvard Road site in September. Layoffs will include workers at the main factory and ancillary businesses across the town. The decision was announced on Tuesday by Hazel Carver, a director in the family business that has been the primary employer in the town for over 160 years. With great sadness, we have made this decision. We consider the workers at the factory to be part of our extended family and know how much Ravenden means to them, but we can no longer continue to run the business. Unreadable, of course. Dialogue with the Carver family, said McCarthy, but while the daughters have been receptive to the union's ideas for saving the factory, Mayor Carver has rejected them at every turn. He went on, we want a partnership with the family to save their business and our livelihoods, but it seems as if the mayor does not accept partners. Another union worker who did not want to be identified expressed this bitter opinion. This is all about the land. The Carvers have owned the town for generations. If they can't profit from the land, they will shut it all down. As the main source of income for the majority of the town's families, many are worried that what the future will bring. The factory closing will gut the town, one factory worker told the Herald, adding, we, ferrymen, bus drivers wanted, full training given, uniform provided, applied to, blah, blah, blah. Quasar says, the priest is a scum. The priest is indeed a scum. It would be really interesting to get further insight as to his motives. Colonel 87th, a member for 8 months, says, what's up, Ox? Been a while since I've super chat. Thank you very much, Colonel. Not much. I've been having fun playing games and keeping busy. Hey, it's a painting of the judge. Well, there's a plaque missing. Hold on. Thomas Wyman, 1643 to 1701. Thomas presided over the conviction of several witches in Little Hope. He later regretted placing so much weight on a child's testimony. The current factory was founded on the site of Wyman's residence. So that's why we saw flashbacks about his life. Samuel Notchett, Lewiston, February 6th, 1693. Having read Captain Bond's letter attesting to the affair within Little Hope and heard the petitions of the townsmen, I write to express my signal concernment. Pastor Carver's teaching strayed from true doctrine and piety. His mind wandered from the fellowship of saints and surrendered into sin over many years. Please attend to his past behaviors, which infect and corrupt the town. I ask a commission be appointed to examine such affairs of last year, including the matter of the girl. Thy servant, Thos Wyman Judge. So he eventually turned against the priest. I wonder what led him to finally turn against the priest. Okay, well, that's all of the rooms behind the staircase.
Okay, so what's your theory, smart guy? What's the story here? She leave him for some other guy?
Tanya and Vince. Steel 101 says, sorry, I thought you misunderstood my Viper text earlier, lol. I was calling the priest Carson a Viper. Anyway, do you have any tips on making a YouTube video, and what equipment do I need to do it? Well, I use the Adobe Creative Suite and Premiere Pro specifically to edit all of my videos. I use Open Broadcast software to record all of my footage. And I use Audacity, a free open source software, to edit all my audio.
You hear that? Right below us.
We need to find a way out of here, now.
In terms of becoming a YouTuber, I would just say, find a niche, a topic that you're interested in, a subject you're passionate about, and be creative and produce content on that topic that you know a lot about, express thoughts that you want to share, that you genuinely want to share, and do so as often as possible. Keep producing consistent content and make sure you choose a topic that you're not going to get bored of quickly. That's Vince, says the chat. Oh, was that guy in the photograph Vince? Yeah, I guess you're right. Tragic fire caused by child's toy, dated January 21st, 1972. The cause of a horrific fire at a Little Hope family residence at the weekend may have been a child's toy. Lieutenant David Farr of the Little Hope Volunteer Fire Department told the Herald that the gas range in the kitchen had been left on and a child's doll set down near it. He believes the doll caught fire and fell off the range, setting the kitchen ablaze. The fire resulted in 5 deaths amongst the Clark family. One survivor, Anthony Clark, has been questioned by police after being arrested on suspicion of causing the fire. However, the fire investigation is now thought to exonerate the young man, who will be released today. The family's minister, Reverend Leonard Carson of St. David's Episcopal Church, said the fire was a tragedy. It's terrible for a family to be decimated. They'd been going through a difficult time recently, as many families do. But they were a good, hard-working, and loving family, and I was helping them through their troubles. It's a tragedy that it should end like this. No date for the funeral has yet to be arranged. Both the fire department and the mayor's office praised the swift action of police officers who arrived first on the scene and were able to prevent the blaze, claiming its 6th victim. Officers Reynolds and Hoffman's quick thinking prevented another death, said the mayor, who recommended the men for a commendation. Marine Veteran Reunion, 3rd Force Recon Vietnam Locations Veterans Hall, Northbridge, Massachusetts, February 12th, 1400 hours. For more information, blah, blah, blah. So there was a survivor.
That's heavy. Andrew, get your ass over here and help me out.
What's up?
You take that side, I'll take this side. Push together, right? Good. Now, push!
Here we go.
Whoa! Oh, shit! Ah!
Uh-oh.
Hey, are you okay down there?
Reckless, I need to get up here, reassure, and go.
Go!
Oh!
Let's go before anything else happens.
All right, so that dialogue option confused me. Reckless, I need to get out of here. Reassuring, go. I didn't realize it was him, Daniel, that was saying go. I suppose I should have, because it was in the first person. I need to get out of here. So I need to get out of here would have been him pleading for them to work faster to get him out. I thought go was pleading with them to move faster to get him out. Go, go, get me out, go. But no, it was the opposite. But we got out of that. Hopefully he survived. We'll see.
Daniel, you out here? Shit.
You see Daniel out here?
No, he's not here yet.
Okay, let's keep going. Daniel will be okay. He'll catch us up.
That's really interesting. So far, we've had 2 encounters where one person gets separated from everyone else, and that's a pit where he or she is supposed to die. But they give us an option, an opportunity to save the character. But then if we save the character, they've got this character who didn't die in the pit, and they have to do something with him. And so in both cases, Angela's and Daniel's, they just run off into the mist. Angela just happened to appear later on in the story, and Daniel, I'm sure, will do the same. Now to just keep these 3 alive in the meantime.
Daniel! You okay?
Daniel, please answer me!
Daniel? Where are you, buddy?
Andrew! Hey! You guys!
I'm up here!
Boy, am I happy to see you.
Oh no, we're not out of the woods
I'm
yet.
not the only one damp and disheveled.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. This is where John dies. He gets his neck cracked by that thing. So we gotta somehow find a way to
And
stop
you
it.
spotted that kid, Mary?
Not seen her.
Secret found. Old car. An old car with a familiar-looking sun symbol on its hood. The sun charm found in the graveyard is the same symbol as the sun found on the hood of the car. That's right. We found that charm. Wow, we're really doing well on gathering all of our secrets here. But what's the significance? Oh, there's somebody in there. Oh, we're all out here. Who's in there? It's got to be Mary. Burn in hell.
Nice. We'll try to forget I just saw this.
Released. Mr. Clark leaving the Little Hope Police Department yesterday. A line has been drawn under the tragic case of the Clark house fire. Onlookers watched as Anthony Clark, the only survivor of the blaze, was released from prison Thursday afternoon. One onlooker said, "That poor boy, he must be going through hell right now." The Herald approached Mr. Carter for comment, but he was not. Blamed Clark, who was found with a box of matches in his hands at the scene for causing the fire. When Clark left the Little Hope Police Department, passers-by were heard to burn in hell. Well, we know he didn't. He started the fire, but he just lit the range. It was the girl who put her toy on there, and it looks just like Ethan.
You see that?
Yeah.
Stay on your toes. Anything could happen.
No one in Little Hope is safe while you still draw breath, Joseph. You must die today. Not even your wife Amy was spared your lust to serve Satan.
Damn me if you must. You're not fit. Speaking of my late wife.
There is still fight in you. I must drive the devil out for the safety of everyone here.
Oh, no one is safe.
Joseph, do you renounce the devil and all his teachings?
I carry no sin. I'm no disciple of the devil. Our town is infected with madness. Bribe, saints, servants.
We have to stop this.
Help Joseph. Or confront Mary. Let's help Joseph.
Come on! Help me! Look, there can be no more doubting. This is witchcraft. More stones! The devil must be crushed from within him. Do not flinch. The fate of Little Hope rests in your hands.
Oh no. Jeez. Crushed to death.
We're screwed. There is no way out from this nightmare.
We don't have a lot of time.
Time for what?
John! What are you doing?
I can't get away from this thing. You saw what happened to Taylor. I'm not going the same way.
Are you crazy? We gotta move!
Resentful, I'm not waiting for you. Reassuring, please hurry. Please hurry.
John, please hurry!
Come on, you fuck! I'm ready!
Help!
It won't open!
Get inside! Get in here!
Ah! Get away from the door! Get away from the door! Get away from the door! Get away!
We gotta go! Like now!
Help him! Help him!
Andrew! Andrew! I need you here! Don't move.
Is it gone?
I don't see it anymore.
Don't turn your back on it. Step away from the crack.
We need to figure a way out of here before that thing finds a way in.
Oh my God.
Place looks like it burned down. Something here isn't right.
What's new? Nothing here feels right.
Okay, so that was another premonition. He called out to Andrew saying, "Come here, I need your help," and Andrew didn't move. I'm guessing that that was based on some of the interactions we've had earlier in the game. Perhaps if he had trusted him more, been more supportive, then he would have come to help. But it didn't seem to matter anyway. We managed to get him out without him being choked from behind and having his neck crushed. Okay. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're doing all right. Oh! This is the house fire! This is the house that burned down! That must be a premonition from the next game. Remember, in Man of Medan, we got a premonition. In this game, Little Hope. At the end. We must be nearing the end of this game. What? What? It's her tire swing. She's dead. So was this the house that she was raised in? Okay, all roads lead back to this room. I want to explore what's over here first. Oh, no. Oh, come on. She goes upstairs. Okay, so we're going to have to go upstairs, which means I'm going to go back to this room because this is a dead end and it's clearly not where we're supposed to go. So back into this room. Let's see what they're looking at over here. Clearly it is of some importance. Whoop. Hey. James and Anne, the 4th of November, 1948.
You're gonna want to see this.
Angela and I were married.
This makes less and less sense.
The Modern Guide to Successful Parenting by Dr. Andreas Vogel. SFT Publishing. Fine, just leave us with that, huh? Okay, and into the next room where we saw little Mary run up the stairs. Found everything in here. Bunch of cinder blocks. Why? That's why. Sure. Fine. Totally fine. Totes fine, fam.
Don't notice me at all. They don't care.
At the very beginning of the game, she said, "They don't notice me at all. They don't even care." As she watched Ethan turn on the range, holding her doll, there was a hand behind her. We saw a figure in the darkness, and it was after talking with that figure that she decided to put the doll on the burner. Now we're in the house. We've already gone back in time to the period of the witch trials. That shadow, that person, that hand in the room with Mary was one of us. But why would we convince her to put the doll on the burner? I guess that's about to happen now, and we'll find out. Am I wrong? All of the ghouls are converging on the house. Right. Letter from Reverend Carson, September 71. Dear Anne, thank you for your letter regarding Megan. I understand your concerns and assure you that your daughter's rebellious behavior is not unusual. I've helped parents with similar issues and would be happy to help with Megan's moral guidance. Hebrews 12:11 says that all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness. Please see me after the service on Sunday so we can arrange time for some personal instruction. Reverend Carson. There's a key. Get the key. There's a key. Can I get the key? Oh my God. Why would I not take the key? Is it a key to the clock or something else? Sure, we're just gonna go upstairs where Mary went. Fine, here we go.
You hear that?
I did. Can only be the girl. Let's go find her. She's in here. Stay here.
Hey, Bigfoot, mind the goddamn vinyl, will ya?
Andrew, what are you doing?
God.
He knows I was about to confess all to the judge.
No,
Will
wait.
you protect me? You must.
Wait, this isn't right. No way.
I assure all gathered here today that our town will be free of the devil's grasp. Together, by God's grace, little hope will prevail. My word on it.
This court is hastily convened, but with good reason. If we are to finally rid ourselves of the evil which has infested Little Hope, then we must act today. I accuse you, Mary, of witchcraft. What say you, Reverend?
The evidence, as discovered through my investigation, is beyond question. Mary uses her puppet as a familiar to summon and serve the devil.
We have been deceived by a child, by her guise of innocence. This puppet was mistakenly used to denounce Tabitha, but it has always belonged to Mary and Mary alone. She allowed her own kin to be executed as she watched in silence.
That is not so. Liar!
Now this tainted child, this creature of Satan, has the marrow to accuse me, a man of God, of wrongdoing.
Whatever she pulls, do not fall for her little girl act. She may be a child, but there's no doubt she means harm. She's malicious.
It was never my intention to bring harm to this town or its people. Can you not help me?
What can I do? If I could do something to stop this, I would, but...
Now in her hour of greatest need,
I don't
this
see
child
how.
of the damned pleads once more for the
Wait.
devil's help.
I beg the court's indulgence. Please guide me at this time. I seek your counsel.
Troubled, there's something wrong in this town. Enraged. Carver is evil. Let's do evil.
We have to stop this. The only madness is right here in this court. Carver, he's the evil one. We have been swayed by malice. The truth hidden from us, but not by Mary. Reverend Carver is the one urging us to believe in the devil.
Be silent.
This is all
You'll
his
not deceive
doing.
us any longer. Your true purpose is plain to see. I will see this town purged of all evil.
He's right. Listen to what he's saying. Carver is to blame.
What must I do to bring Little Hope back into the light? I fear the Reverend and what he's capable of.
Insistent, you have to stop Carver. Impatient, destroy the damn doll. Insistent.
You have to stop Carver. It's him, don't you get it? He's condemning Mary to take the heat off himself.
I know what must be done here.
Be still. What is the meaning of this outrage?
What I have just learned sickens me to my core. There are serious questions which must be asked of you. How can a man of God conduct himself in such a way? Mary, your suffering is at an end. You are free to leave.
Fool! Misled by a child! Do you not see what she is? The truth stares at you from the depths of hell, yet you see nothing. The devil's daughter has deceived you all. Not me. I see her. I see her! Satan's whore! You will pay heavily for your crimes. I was one of the first to fall under your spell. Now all of Little Hope is mesmerized by you.
I've not the words. Without you, I would be dead.
Oh my
You
God.
saved me. I shall remember you all my days.
There's another story that the game is too timid to express in plain language. And for good reason, it's sickening. But they gave us a hint of it at the very beginning when the priest was begging Mary not to tell other people about what he had done with her in private. We get the clear impression from this game that he molested her. And then, feeling remorse, because he's a man of God and he shouldn't be doing these things, he spun this whole satanic narrative about, oh, it's not me. I am not the problem because I'm a man of God. It's Mary. She and the devil within her seduced me. And that's where this all came from. And then we got a hint about it at the end there when he whispered in the judge's ear, because I think he knew what had been going on, which would have compelled the priest to try and kill Mary, to silence her once and for all.
I can't believe it's finally over. You protected the girl, and you were right about the priest. He was the genuinely evil one.
I mean, it wasn't hard to figure that out,
Let's
to be
get out of
honest.
here.
Too bad we couldn't save what's her name. We saved everyone else.
Tell me what happened. You see the girl, Mary?
I think finally,
Famous
this whole
last
nightmare
words.
is over.
I hope so. Are the monsters waiting for us outside? John? John? What the hell? Bull crap, man! What the heck? That was cheap. That was super cheap.
Hey! I'm real sorry. I know it wasn't your fault. Both of us been through some real tough time these past years. About half a mile or so, there's a diner with a working phone. You call for help and you leave this place. And don't you ever come back. Ain't nothing left here for you.
He's the one person who met Andrew and his former self, his doppelganger, in one lifespan and didn't have to go back in time to do so.
I'm real sorry for what I've put you all through.
How is it your fault?
That's gonna haunt me forever.
You're not alone here.
Take it easy on
We've
yourself.
all been through
You know
hell.
that, right?
We're finally getting out of this
You can't
hell.
blame yourself.
Oh, he was the bus driver?
I just wish we all could have made it.
What?
We're diverting all traffic through Little Hope. You okay, buddy? You seem a little confused.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just want to get these folks to where they need to be.
I doubt a short delay will trouble him too much.
What? Don't tell me this is, it was all a dream ending.
Can everyone just shut up? This isn't helping us find help or getting us out of here.
It was all a dream. It was all a freaking dream. You're kidding me.
Hi there. How you doing? Excuse me, but we're looking for our bus driver. What? Have you seen him?
Yeah, that's funny. Sounds like you could use a drink.
Better not, thanks. Need to keep a clear head.
So pissed off.
What the hell is going on in there?
Get the hell out of here!
I'll go once I look you in the eye. Now let me in! Hey!
I don't think he gets how bad a mess we're in.
That's it. Game over. You're done. For now, at least. You could always try again, see if you can get a different result. That's the problem with demons. If you don't lay them to rest, they will haunt you forever. Not a bad effort. Some found redemption, some didn't. All your doing.
I love this guy.
And you eventually found him. The bus driver. Maybe he can now put the past behind him. Until we meet again. Maybe in the Arabian desert. Maybe somewhere else. But we will meet again. At least one more time.
This curator is the best part of all these games. All right, so there's the next one. Okay, so I guess I wonder if there are different endings based on the different choices we make that don't have Andrew as the bus driver. So, Steel 101 says, don't worry, House of Ashes is way better. I still enjoyed the game tremendously. I think the ending is really frustrating because it tells us that none of the people we saved or allowed to die were real. That all of this was a man dealing with regret, dealing with his own demons. The White Wolf says, don't worry, Ox, the next one you will definitely like. Also, the mistakes with John were that you were fearful when holding the door when you should have been heroic. Face your demons, don't run from them. Thank you, the White Wolf. And you know what? The reason I made that choice was because we got the premonition that a hand went around his neck and choked him. And I thought that the gap in the door was big enough for a hand to slide through and choke him. And so I wanted Andrew to come and help John so that that wouldn't happen. Turns out that wasn't the moment in the game where he gets choked. It was the moment in the game where we confront Mary and we save her and we make the right choice and we all leave the house except John for some reason, who stays behind because, I don't know, he just decided to stay behind. And then the house collapses for some reason because, I don't know, the house just decides to collapse. And then John gets killed by the ghost of himself from the witch trials because, I don't know, he wasn't courageous enough. Despite the fact that he pummeled a bunch of those zombies with a sledgehammer, tearing them to shreds, saving Angela, or whatever her name is, definitely expressing heroism throughout the rest of the game. Enough! I don't buy it. I don't like it. I'm not dealing with it. I mean, any story that ends with it was all in his head, it was all a vision, it was all a dream, is so frustrating. I'm not going to say that this was lazy storytelling because there was a lot of really good stuff in here, genuinely suspenseful and terrifying moments. Just that very end is so unsatisfying. And it takes away any fear from any subsequent playthroughs. If we all know that the zombies aren't real, that Andrew is just feeling guilty about what happened to his family years ago. And 50 years later, or however long, 30 years later, he's a bus driver now. He's still haunted by what happened there. He gets diverted into Little Hope, and he invents all of his family. He invents his entire family that died as different people, as a college professor, as students at a college, and he's got to try and work with them to protect them against what? Some other thing that happened far in the past, which of course he would have known about because he lived in Little Hope for many, many, many years. Shadow 787 says, Oxhorn, most consider this to be the weakest of the Dark Pictures games. I really enjoyed the theme and the feel of the game, and it had really powerful moments. Like dealing with the priest and his power that he had over the town. There was a lot of really good in the story, but, you know, some disappointing stuff as well. Okay, Young Child Support says, also, Ox, those locked traits can add up from 1 to a maximum of 5 that make quick time events harder and quicker depending on the choices you made, fearful, etc. Yeah, I began to realize through the game that some of the quick time events were going by really quickly, while others gave me plenty of time to get through them. So that might be why some of the characters lived, was because I had made supportive choices with many of the other cast during most of the game. Sad that I didn't have an opportunity to save John at all. It was just based on, I mean, I could have, based on previous choices that I didn't know would impact the future at all. Anyway, still had a really fun time with this game. Thank you, everybody, for joining. I'm curious about the next one in the Dark Pictures Anthology. I think I would love to play it next, and I hope you'll be down to join me. Thanks for coming, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday night. Get some sleep, because I've got a new live stream for you tomorrow morning for Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And then I will have a new lore video for you on Saturday. It is all about the glowing sea. That's right. We have to go into the glowing sea to find Virgil. He's our only key to getting inside the Institute. But the glowing sea is fraught with peril. What kind of peril will the sole survivor face in the glowing sea? Will he find Virgil? And what will he say if he does? To find out, tune in Saturday morning for my next episode in the full story of Fallout 4. Felicity Elame says, enjoy your reaction when you don't like a game. Good night, Ox. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Felicity. See you tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. We're making great progress in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And if you guys have any suggestions for games to play next, after we finish all of the games in the Dark Pictures Anthology, after we finish all of the Tomb Raider games, after we finish Halo, let me know. Tag me on Twitter with a game suggestion that you would like to see me play, and perhaps I shall add it to my list. The White Wolf says, don't forget the teaser at the end of the credits. All right, don't worry. There is something at the end of the credits, it sounds like. Maybe we should skip to the end. Let me turn the volume back up. Skip to end.
You believe in God?
Arabian Desert.
Probably not. We'll start believing.
There she is, the woman.
Under attack by, I don't know what. You wouldn't believe me even if I tried. Hell, I don't believe it, and I was there.
She was the woman repelling.
In Sumerian myth, they say the souls of the dead went deep underground to the House of Ashes, where they lived on dust, plagued by the demons of the underworld.
Ooh. Oh, this looks great. House of Ashes 2021. It's already here. We can play it starting next week. Okay, that looks amazing. I can't wait to tackle House of Ashes. Achievement unlocked, full circle, and this should dump us back into the main menu. And there we go. With that, I'm going to say goodnight. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Have a wonderful night. Get some sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again for coming, and bye now.